How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Match Day Live. I'm in the hot seat today. We've got Wolves at the Emirates, 3 p.m. kickoff, just under 15 minutes away, and we're going to be here. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, put the notification bell on, do all of that good stuff, people. And let's get straight into it because we have been a bit delayed, so apologies for that. Let's introduce the panel first and foremost. Starting to my far left, we've got Laurie back in the building. Tanvi returns as well. How you been?
I'm excited to be here. It's been a while.
What was the result last time you was here?
We won.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Tally's back in the building.
I am.
You alright?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Sitting comfortably on my throne.
Yep, you look very magical today.
Before you chuck it in, I thought,
Before you try to make this an iron throne, I think it's very magical. So you look very pretty. I like the sparkles, they suit you.
Thank you. I'll try not to blush, people. I'll try not to blush. And big up Guna Lee back as well. Been a little while, bro.
I know, man. Listen, I'm calm, I'm good, I'm feeling good.
When was the last time you was in the building?
I was with what was it, last week?
Saturday.
Yeah, I would say last, but you weren't here. You was at gallivanting in Brentford, innit?
Enjoying the clean sheet away from home, the wind.
In the cold weather and that,
Yeah, something like that. It's colder today. It's colder today. Let me go through the lineup first because we have been a bit delayed and we can discuss that a little bit. But Raya's in goal. The back four remains the same: Tomiyasu, Saliba, Gabriel, and Zinchenko. Then we have Rice, Odegaard, and Trossard steps back in. Obviously, Havertz started last game, and everyone expected him to start this one off the back of 2 goals in 2. But Trossard comes back in, and then it's Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. The front three speak for itself. Tanvi, Havertz hard done by, or you think it's well managed by Mikel?
He probably has a good reason for doing this. I'd love to hear it. I feel a bit bad for Havertz because the whole season everyone's been giving him such a hard time, and then 2 goals in 2 games, you finally gained a little bit of confidence, and I worry that by Arteta making this decision, he's going to go back to not square one, but he's definitely going to lose a bit of confidence. So it's nothing against Trossard. I think he's a good player, but I do think this was the one game that Havertz actually deserved to start. Yeah,
you know what? I'd probably agree with that. It's probably the game that I expected him to start because he's finally going into something on form. Guna Lee, same thoughts, similar, or do you think it's part and parcel of being a top club?
Do you know what? It's quite hard for me to even answer it because I was on the starting 11 show, so I thought that he would have started. But now looking at it again, I think we've got such a good squad. Basically horses for courses. So I get everyone's points that they're probably going to say, that he probably should have started, but I think maybe this is just going to be a better game for Trossard to start in comparison to Havertz, and Havertz can come on and we've seen what he can do off the bench. So I'm not really fussed either way. Let's
go to the founder of the Havertz fan club, Talia.
What's the question? And I'll sing his praises.
Do you feel hard done by him being on the bench, or Trossard, did he even deserve to be dropped? That's a question that I'd like.
You're making me compare them because I'm also Team Trossard.
I know you are.
No, I don't.
You're Team Giroud as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I am Team Giroud. He gets really upset that I have an Olivier Giroud shirt. He still can't get over it. Yes, okay, my shirt is Olivier Giroud. It's been with me for a very long time. I can't let go of it. You need to let go. I don't think he has, because I think he knows that he still, when he does come on, he can still perform. And I think because obviously when he came on and then obviously scored, I think he knows that he can come on and hopefully keep doing that. So
yeah. And you can play a big part coming off the bench, Laurie. I mean, I remember, and I'm in no way comparing these, but from the great periods of Arsenal, we have players like Edu, who was on the first team. Sylvain Wiltord comes to mind as well. And they played big roles in big seasons for us. So Havertz been on the bench, not necessarily.
I ain't got a huge problem with it, to be honest. I did expect him to start, based on the fact that the previous 2 games he scored and he's looked good. He's definitely upped his levels. However, you could make a case for Trossard starting. And as Robbie pointed out on the starting 11 show, it could be a horses for courses type thing. Maybe the manager sees that Trossard is the best available fit for today. But either way, listen, I'm expecting that Havertz will definitely get game time. So I don't have a huge problem.
What's your thoughts on let's move it on White now sitting out for the 3rd game in a row. Tomiyasu filling in that right back role again.
Well, my thoughts is that Tomiyasu is there on merit at the moment. He came in, Ben White got injured, which is unfortunate. Tomiyasu's come in and he's looked really good. He's in a good run of form. Apparently we're being led to believe he's about to sign a new contract. The club obviously value him very highly. So listen,
is he our best
fullback?
fullback?
I've got no problem.
Because look, he
small margins.
he
small
deputised.
margins.
I mean, he kept Zinchenko out this season a couple of times. Now he's keeping Ben White out. A lot spoken about how defensively he is the most solid of the lot. Would you put him as our top?
Definitely physically, I think you could make a case for that. And I think the good thing about Tomiyasu as well, he's quite flexible insofar as he can play centre back, left back, right back. He's 2-footed. He's physical player. You know what I mean? So he's a good option for the manager. But right now, I would say he's there on merit. I'm happy with that selection.
Happy with everything else, Tambi? Ben
Yeah,
White's
I mean, I'm a Tomiyasu stan. I think the way he played in the last game was unbelievable, and like he's solid in defence. Like he doesn't let people get past him. But I think what he does really well is like his vision. He really opens the pitch up. Some of the balls he was making, the cross he made, those are things that can really just, I guess, separate you from your competition, and I really think that's why he's starting.
Yeah, fine margins, and that was a beautiful ball as well. And it was the first time this season I've seen Saka in space running one-on-one at a defender. We got the Tommy overlap. Last season it was Ben White overlapping Ella. Opens up, cross in, Odegaard volley. Tambi, part and parcel of being a big... sorry,
Talia's over here.
Yeah,
I know they're close. Tammy's over there. Talia's over here.
All right, Talia, so...
You're confusing me. One more time. Tammy's over there. Talia's over
At the end
here.
of this show, I'm going to get it right, people. I'm going to get it right. But yeah, Ben White, I mean, solid for us last season. Question marks over him this season. I don't think he's been poor this season, personally, but I think Tomiyasu stepped up and stepped in and like you said, on merit deserves his spot.
But that's the thing, isn't it? You know, they step in and they want to prove themselves. They want to get into the first team as well. And I think, but in a way, though, what we're talking about, you know, with Trossard and Havertz, and then this as well, I almost sometimes kind of see it almost as a good thing as well, because it shows that he can rotate the team. So the fact that we're like, well, why is this one in? Why is this? It's like, well, he's clearly rotating, and then it's kind of showing that we have quite a strong squad now that he can start to do this.
Yeah.
And he's trusting more players rather than a set few.
Which is something last season we wanted to see a lot more
Well,
of.
100%. By the end of last season, when we had all the injuries, when people were injured, everyone was like, oh no. Like, oh no. Obviously, we now say that still, but there is more of a rotation if people do get injured.
Yeah, I agree with that. Lee?
You know what? I think even just to add on to Talia's point, or Tamvi, whoever we're going to go with.
I know what you want. We're both Arsenal fans.
You know what? Because I call her Tally, Tamvi, Tally.
Yeah.
I've just got to say Tally.
I'll be real though, like, Man City, I know we're not making it into a big discussion, but Man City, I see Jack Grealish on the bench, £100 million. I see Doku on the bench, what was it, 40, 30 million pounds, whatever it is. They rotate Garvio, he's what, £100 million or whatever it is. So I'm not saying any Arsenal fans are complaining, because I don't think they are. Obviously, I haven't seen the comments, but I just think we need to get used to it. Like, now it's going to be a rotation of players. We want to see, to be fair, we probably want to see some of the attacking players like Saka get a bit more rest at times. So we can't pick and choose when we want to have players rotated. So I just think that it is one of them things where we just have to get used to it, and everybody's good enough to play. It's not like we're bringing in no disrespect, but the most Nketiah. We're not bringing him on the bench, on the teams ready to start.
That
He's
was
just not good enough.
unnecessary.
Listen, man.
You just was like,
Listen, man.
no disrespect, but I'm going to disrespect.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to drop a little bomb in there and just leave the room, you know. Like.
If I said that, Laurie, you'll be up in arms. The table will be flipped over.
But the problem is he's scared of me, but not you. That's what you said.
Is that what it is? Laurie?
No, it's definitely not that.
He wants to be me, so you just
I know what he's trying to do. I know what he's trying to do. You see me here, fairly calm, fairly relaxed, so he's trying to throw something in there to get me triggered, but I'm not going to fall for it. But what I would say though, Turkish, and let's be honest, injuries, loss of form, sickness, whatever, is a part and parcel of Premier. It's a long season. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm all in favour when guys come in, if they take their opportunity, if they maximise their opportunity, they should get a good run. Because at the end of the day, over the course of the season, you're going to need to call on your peripheral players, or not everyone can start. So the guys that do come in need to have had some minutes, so that when they're called upon for any given reason, they can come in and do a good job. So listen, I've not got a huge problem with guys coming in, and especially if they take their opportunity. It's all good. It's for the better of the team.
We're just under 3 minutes away from kickoff, so I want to get the Wolves team in now. We have Sarr and got. You know what? Let me read out the team and then work out the formation. But we've got Sarr, Semedo, Dawson, Kilman, the captain, Totti, Bueno, Doyle, Traore, Bellegarde, Hwang, and Cunha. So off that lineup, it's looking like a back five, back three. No Neto in there, which is massive for us. So it's looking like a 3-5. 3-5-2, 5-3-2, something along those lines, with Hwang and Cunha basically being the two attackers. But yeah, no Neto, which is massive, because for me, Neto was the one, Tanvi, that I was looking out for. Neto was the one that I thought, listen, if Neto plays, I'd rather Tomiyasu start left back and Ben White go right back, because that's their biggest threat. But he's not there, so that should bode well for us.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think Wolves aren't a side that we need to be tremendously scared of. I think Wolves have a couple of good players scattered around that, yeah, they're going to be more of a threat, but as a team as a whole, you can't, the whole team on average is a lot weaker than ours. So I think we should win, but I want to stay level-headed and rational and not get too ahead of myself. So yeah, that's a great win for us that he's not playing.
And we're going to make our predictions soon. Laurie?
I felt the glare.
You know what, I was looking forward and I was like, let me go.
I saw the sign as well.
I thought it was a no-look pass.
You didn't even look up. He didn't even look up. He was like, huh?
It's a no-look pass.
Yeah, so sorry,
Yes,
Tally.
James.
Sorry, Tally. No Neto. I mean, they've still got threats there. Hwang, we've seen this season's really kicked on. And Wolves are a team that, listen, at home, they tend to get some big results. They've beaten City, they've drawn to Newcastle, they've beaten Tottenham too. Away from home, they don't seem to have the same fortune. So judging by that lineup and the lineup we have, how confident are you?
I'm confident that we'll get the win today, but it's something that, what I like about Mikel Arteta, he's actually on the screen at the moment, is what he always does when he talks about, we were just talking about the teams, the opposition, he'll always say, but they're still a hard team. And I respect that he does that, because I guess at the end of the day, they're all Premier League, clubs, and they're all going to be somewhat competitive. But I know I will still come away with the win. I'm positive.
All right, that nice segue into predictions, because we're just under a minute away from kickoff. They're all out there on the pitch, having a little huddle as they do. Laurie, kick us off with the predictions.
On the starting 11 show and previous shows, I've gone for 3-1. I've got no reason to change my mind based on what I've seen of the two teams. So yeah, I'm sticking with that, 3-1.
Nice.
Arsenal. But I will say, I am expecting Wolves to be competitive.
Yeah, a competitive 3-1. That's kind of what I went with, Tanvi.
I'm going to go with a comfortable 2-1.
Nice. Yeah, well, as in comfortable 2-0 up, and
Yeah, and maybe we'll make a slip up and they'll
hopefully
fast
that
break.
slip ups
Yeah.
a bit later on, because they'll get
maybe.
nervy. Tally.
So I always usually give the opposition at least one goal. So I feel like I don't want to today.
Clean sheet.
So I'm going to be really, really optimistic, and I'm going to say 3-0.
3-0.
Exact same scoreline, 3-0. Same thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't see it. With Saliba playing the way he's playing as well. And listen, I'm not his biggest fan, but Raya's, he's got a few clean sheets as well, so give him props where it's due, and he deserves it. So yeah, I'll say 3-0.
All wins predicted right here on Matchday Live. Let's head over to Info Station and first introduce and welcome the Frank, and then get his prediction as well for the game. Frank.
Yes, sir. Here we are in the information station. As for a prediction for the game, I said it on the starting 11. I'm going for a 3-1 Arsenal. Just what we got there as well was just a moment of respect for the passing, of course, of Bob Wilson's wife, Megs Wilson, obviously the founder of the Willow Foundation. So that was a nice thing to see. I think they've got the black armbands on as well. I'm not too sure. But like I said, feeling confident ahead of the game. Happy with the starting lineup. Come on, you Gunners.
Love for that, Frank. Love for that. And before we kick off, Trossard's over the ball there. A nice little stat for you. Only Mohamed Salah has scored or assisted in more different Premier League games than Wolves' Hwang Hee-chan, who's got 9 this season. Salah's got 11. So you can see how much he's improved this season. And obviously we thank him for that winner against Man City earlier on.
Look how Arsenal are starting. Look at they're all like...
Yeah, Leeds made a good point. We're kicking off with everyone literally around the centre circle or forward.
That's so weird.
I just want to be close.
And it's a long ball straight up from
I
Raya.
wonder what the purpose of that was. That was so strange.
I feel like, but I think Arteta's still trialling a lot of...
Kickoffs.
Yeah, he's just trialling a lot of
That's
things,
a great
whether
time.
it's kickoffs, whatever it might be during the game.
Yeah.
It might be that they just wanted to start super strong attack. The issue with that is here, say they get the ball, they get possession, Wolves do. A fast break is very dangerous that early on in the game.
I think Tanvi's right. I think it looked like we won the second ball. It looked like we was in the third ball, and Wolves just get onto it and
Score. They won't.
No,
They won't.
do
They
not
won't.
say
They won't.
that.
I was joking. They won't. They won't.
I do think probably it would be nice to get an early goal just to kind of settle the team, get the crowd involved, because it's a cold day outside if you're not watching or you're not in England. Obviously, you need to kind of get the fans excited as well a little bit.
There's actually a lot of spare seats in the ground. If you look at the bottom, probably because it's so cold.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of early goals, Burnley have already taken the lead against Sheffield United. Jay Rodriguez with the goal.
Thank you, Frank. Burnley 1-0 up against Sheffield United.
Fair play.
So-called 6-pointer in that game.
Yeah.
Gary O'Neill, I think, deserves some credit.
Yeah.
I think he was harshly done by end of the season, losing his job, but he's coming at Wolves, and a lot of people predicted Wolves to go down this season. And listen, they're far from safe. It's still very early, but
I think they're 12th at the moment.
yeah,
They play good football as well. They play good football. They've beaten Man City. They've beaten Spurs.
drawn to Newcastle.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, the
John-
fact that they've come in and they've been able to challenge those big clubs.
Yeah.
And of course they beat Bournemouth, who Gary O'Neill was sacked from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Took over Wolves.
But at that time, they were playing really poorly as well. Bournemouth. They're still not playing great, but they won their last game, didn't
No, I
they?
don't think this guy's really improved them that much.
A lot of people predicted
Here we
Bournemouth
are.
to do well. I said, nah, I think they're going down. But not to say the manager they brought in hasn't got some sort of clout or, ideas, but yeah, I don't look at Bournemouth's team and I feel like I'm too...
I thought Gary O'Neill did a decent job at.
They're better than decent.
Yeah. So
Well, yeah, at that time, when he took them over, they were, bottom, right? Or something like that. And you got them...
It's a similar job to Eddie Howe in terms of when he took over, bring them out of the
Yeah,
relegation
he got
zone.
them really high up.
this will be an interesting duel. Semedo and Martinelli.
Martinelli is so quick. It's one thing I always
Semedo's
notice.
quick as well.
He's
Yeah.
so quick.
And anytime he gets the ball, he wants to just run at
He
it.
just runs.
Yeah.
There's the double team we talked about with Saka. You notice that as soon as he got the ball, it was 2 men.
That was poor from Odegaard though, man. He forced it. But just over 2 minutes gone.
I think he'll have a good game, though.
Who, Odegaard?
Yeah. I feel like he will have a good game.
Think he needs one?
Well, he was saying on the starting 11, I thought he was quite good very good against Lons. I thought he was excellent. So I'm not one to sort of say that, he's been that bad this season. I just don't think he's been as good as he was last season, if that makes sense. I don't think that people are over exaggerating. He's been so poor. He's not been doing certain things in a game. I just think that the dizzy heights of last season, it's just hard.
Weren't you one of those ones that was saying he was poor?
No, stop that. No, never. Nah. Listen,
I have to check some of your fan codes.
Listen, you know what? One thing, what I didn't like as well, as much as I do, he's been excellent. When Declan Rice came in, he should be the captain. No, like Odegaard's more than good enough to be Arsenal captain. I just didn't like that.
But I agree with you. He's not had a terrible season, but I think it's just people comparing him to last season.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But again,
It's like Saka. Like, he set the bar so high that relative to that, it might not be as great, but he's still in isolation so good.
Oh, 100%. You have to remember as well. It's still December
balls on
now,
the pitch.
but we are only in December.
Yeah.
No.
Still very
And I
early.
think
It's so early.
Last season just felt weird because we obviously had the World Cup, which I actually keep forgetting. So
Yeah.
it was 19 games, and then we stopped.
No,
so
14.
Was it 14?
Yeah, because I remember Cecil's fucking t-shirt. So yeah.
Which he put on that bloody show on DR Sports the other day, man. That guy is crazy. I saw him earlier on. I should have told him about that.
Don't worry, Twitter will tell him again Monday this year.
He's absolutely. I think he's scored Monday.
Did you not know what he done last week?
No, tell me.
Yeah.
So 14 games in. Tally, do you know what Cecil done? Yeah.
The T-shirt.
Yes, I have seen it.
14 games in last season when the World Cup started. This guy decided to print a T-shirt with a league table on it and start wearing it around and smiling. And
He's jinxed.
And then do you know what?
Jinxed
Do you know
up.
he did it as well, right? He did it because he went to CONCACAF, isn't it? So he left. He dropped the bomb and then he just left. He just left. He's
don't worry, that came back round to him at the end of the season.
Well, it came back to all of us because of him.
Yeah.
You think he jinxed it? You think he jinxed Arsenal's
Yeah,
season?
absolutely. It was just that t-shirt.
I don't know. I was telling people in January we were winning the league, so maybe me and Cecil together jinxed it. From two different parts.
Don't
of
let
the,
him know because he'll print 2 T-shirts.
I'll have one.
Yeah, I'm sure
one.
Target would
Cecil,
have
if you're
one.
watching this or anyone wants to let him know, I want one too.
Please, people.
Nice.
Go on,
Nice.
go on. Bukayo! Yes! Come on! Get in! Come on!
Hey!
Did he look see that nice bit of intricate skill as well by Jesus?
Yeah, again.
And that's our first early goal in the first 15 minutes this season.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
First early goal.
Saka's on the score sheet, people. 5 minutes in.
You know what? That's quite nice. We don't have to wait like 80 minutes
Yeah.
to get a goal.
89.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Way too stressful.
Let's hope for a long type game where we know by half time it's game set match.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
It's
lovely.
unbelievable that a lot of people were questioning Saka, isn't it? Like, even though.
That's a great finish, by the way.
Yeah.
But look at Jesus' work on the.
Saka on the right here,
Look at this by Jesus.
inside to Jesus. Nice.
Oh, lovely.
Look at that.
Footwork. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Was that Tomiyasu assist?
Yeah.
I don't know because the first touch Saka
Yeah.
took, the defender got in there. It might not be given as an assist, but this is beautiful. Jesus.
It's the fact that Saka left that as well.
Oh, hate Jesus.
Yeah.
It could have been a 1-2, but Saka left it. I think that made.
What?
That's an assist, man. Yeah, that's an assist. That's an assist.
Do you know what? He's muddied me because I wanted Ben White to start, so.
So Tommy's got the
I'm
assist. Saka's
telling
got the
you,
goal.
his vision for passing is so great.
But that's two players, or even more, that are confident, you know, when the ball's at their feet, and you can tell. But that just supports Jesus's comments when he said he's more than just a goal scorer.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to get
Guys, they're
upset
checking
when
for a
that,
possible offside, by the way,
couldn't
just to let you know.
understand.
I don't know
The
why.
VAR check at the moment. Thanks for that, Frank. Sorry, Laurie, go on.
When those comments
No,
were
all clear.
attributed to him, a lot of people seem to get upset. But I mean, those of us who follow Arsenal and follow Jesus know what the intention was behind that comment, because it's a fact, isn't it?
Yeah, it was not. That wasn't breaking
He's not
news.
known for his goal scoring.
He said
What he is known
it's not his
for
strongest
is
point.
his technical ability and the ability to do what he did just there. You know what I mean?
What he did just there was massive because he held the defender off, rolled the ball a couple of times perfectly into Tomiyasu.
Yeah.
And him holding the ball up, he's actually taken 2 plays out by doing
Which
that.
means
Then he dragged it
Tomiyasu's
back.
left free or more free.
Do you know what? It's funny as well because I shout out to the Big Six. I know you had the discussion with Tobe and some of the other guys about how do you talk about Jesus, because you know he came out and he said that he's not great at goal scoring, and I was a bit upset with him because I thought, you know what, you came in to be the number 9, you came in to score the goals, but when you see stuff like that, it's hard to. And even last week when I was speaking to you about it, it's hard to kind of really get on him too much because that piece of skill, it just makes up for all the other stuff. So it's quite it was
Arguably,
interesting.
like, that piece of skill is almost more difficult than the finish.
Yeah.
Because you're having to pass it in the right place,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
as a
yeah,
striker,
yeah.
you just have to tap it in the right place.
And of course, we want him to score the goals, but if he can do things like that as well to then give it to the other team, you know, like that's the thing. The other night we had 6 different goal scorers, so we do, you know, I know we also moan sometimes that we don't have a goal scorer, but then we have a whole team that does score. 6 different goal scorers the other evening. So
100%. When Jesus came in, I never said I never put the target of 20 goals on him. I said, listen, give us 25 goal contributions in the season. That's, a mix of assists and goals. 15-10, 18-7. I'll take it any which way.
That's what I'm saying. He was never seen as that like 25, 30 goal a season player.
I think
so when people, with respect like yourself, said you got upset about the comment, if you think about it deeply, you kind of know what you're getting with him. So
No, but my thing was, right, my first thing was he cost £45 million, which in today's market isn't a lot. But he said that Edu had an interview or a conversation with him prior. He said he wanted to come in, he wanted to be the number 9, he wanted to be the goal getter. And it's a bit like, and I compared it to when Theo Walcott was on the right wing and then he wanted to play striker. You want to play that position, you've got to try and step up to that plate. You wanted to come to Arsenal to be the main number 9. You've got to get goals. And he said that from his own mouth. So now you're kind of, all right, well, I know I can't do this. I'm kind of going to revert back to all the other stuff. Well, you should have just kind of like said that from the start. It was just my expectation.
I think what he was doing was as well, he's trying to take a bit of pressure off himself, which is understandable. He's just basically saying, look, you know what I mean?
But you're meant to be one of the leaders with Zinchenko, with Gabriel Magalhaes, maybe like Raya or Ramsdale. Like you're meant to be that kind of guy. So you have to step up in all facets, in my opinion. But
you've got to remember, scoring goals is not mutually exclusive with being the assist for the goal. It's kind of like what Turkish said. Like, as long as he's contributing to the goal, that's more important.
That was a nice little touch from Odegaard there. Shame he didn't quite come
Heavy
off.
again with
Good
the
vision,
ball, man,
good vision.
well, look, at least that pass that Jesus did was nearly as magical as your chair.
Yeah, just on time. Anson here with the super chat says, oh my God, finally, nice to see Tambi back. Hip hip hooray. There you go, some love for Tanvi there. 5.7k in the building as well. Hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button already. Make sure you're subscribed, put the notification bell on. We're in December and the games are coming thick and fast now. We've got Luton midweek coming up too.
I must say, if you're Mikel Arteta, this is almost the perfect start. A nice early goal.
Make them do something a bit different.
Yeah, they're going to show any ambition. They've got to come out a little bit. So that will give us opportunities to hit them on the counter as well.
Hopefully, I want to see a bit of that Lons football. You know, the free flowing.
Yeah, I think we get like that when we're a couple goals up, we're a bit more confident, then we start having a bit more fun. And I think Arsenal, when they're having fun and enjoying it, that's when we bring the Arsenal flair.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can do that again today.
We enjoyed it.
We did beat them 5-0 earlier.
6-0.
Gosh.
Wolves was 5, wasn't it?
Oh, Wolves, yeah, the last season, yeah.
The last game of the season.
What's going on over there? I just heard noises.
We're not doing olays.
Well, do you know what though? Like Tomiyasu, I will say for sure he has definitely improved a lot. Like since when he first came in, he couldn't really attack. Now he just looks so good in all facets. He just looks so good.
Go on, Gabby.
I like Tomiyasu a lot. Man.
Yeah. He's like a.
Oh, what a ball.
Just needed to stay fit now. Saka, ball in. Bit too heavy. Nice.
look at that.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
That was like touches and a goal.
That is a superb goal.
That was beautiful. Zinchenko done very well there as well.
What a
Who played
goal.
it back to
Is
him,
that
but-
2 fullback assists as well?
Yeah, Tommy assist now,
What a
Zinchenko
fullback.
assist.
That was a great team goal.
What a goal.
Everyone
That was
played
great.
football.
Do you know what? I knew this was going to be. I did say it was
What
going
did
to
you
be
say?
walk in the park. I said it's going to be an easy game.
Did you?
Yeah, I said we're not going to. I don't think we're going to concede either.
You did say
Speak
3-0,
too soon.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
We're
that's
not going to
great.
concede. Putting it out
I
there.
hope we don't.
And Luton as well. We're you're next, mate. You're coming.
We're coming for you. We're coming for you.
Yeah, it's going to be light
This
work.
ball here was nice. Jesus again. The
what a-
touch. You
All
see that
one
touch there?
touches, yeah.
beautiful.
Because
What a finish.
everybody's up there. Do you
Look
see
at
what I mean?
the
We have
weight
so
on that
many
pass
men
from
in the
Jesus.
box.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Look
But
at
we
that.
can't underestimate that finish as well. Bottom corner,
Yeah,
look.
and- yeah.
Bottom corner.
That's his favourite type of
yeah,
finish.
yeah.
Across
He did-
him.
Against Spurs in his first season.
Yeah,
Onto
he
his
likes
left
those
foot.
ones.
Yeah. Was it Liverpool as well? He scored
Man
a goal?
United, same
Man
thing.
United. No, it was Man United. Yeah, he loves those kind of finishes. And that's what we want. He's got that kind of Aaron Ramsey, get that goal. Yes.
This is the Arsenal I love to watch when
Yeah.
they play like this, quick passes.
And this is why sometimes Jesus is criminally underrated, because he won't have a G or a
Yeah.
A by his name in
Yeah.
those first 2 goals, but he is the key behind those
Yeah.
first
The
2 goals.
catalyst.
Speak on it.
Trust me,
Speak
he's
on
the key
it.
behind those 2 goals.
Big
the-
parts
the
playing
touch.
both goals as well.
And how many goals has Odegaard got this season? And he's had a horrible season. He got what, 15?
4th goal.
Was it 15 goals last season?
Yeah.
Did he get? So
Yeah.
he's what, 11 away? Not bad for 14 games. And he's been injured for 3. He missed 3 games, or
2 or
was
3 games, yeah.
a Champions
Well, a
League
lot
game.
of
was
people I know, like people like yourself, Turkish. Listen, you were right. You're calling for more fluidity. We're certainly seeing that in the first 15 minutes of this game.
Jesus is key to the fluidity, because listen, a lot of the time we're always arguing when Jesus is injured, who holds the ball up there, Eddie Havertz or Trossard. The reality is none of them hold it up good enough. This is the standard. Jesus is the standard for, dropping in and being able to link other players in. We haven't got that when Jesus is injured. So when you look at
I guess the biggest problem now for Arsenal is to keep this up, man, because they've been outstanding in this first 15 minutes.
they should be on it, man. Top of the league, through in Champions League, coming off a 6-0. Odegaard's 4th goal of the season now. That Lee said it earlier. That was our first goal in the first 15 minutes this season, but we've got 2 now in the first 15.
Get 5 goals for half time again.
Right.
Fingers crossed.
Look at that
We'll
from
take it.
Saka, man. Jeez Louise.
Saka looks
You can already tell, like the last 2 minutes, they've just like gone up
Yeah,
a notch because
yeah.
now they're like confident.
But who was it? I think Turkish, didn't you say at the very beginning to get that first goal in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make a huge difference when you get an
First
early
goal is always the most
Yeah.
important.
I was saying, if you get the fans as well, that gets them up. They want more goals as well.
Oh yeah, everyone's now proper like hyped in the stadium.
Yeah.
Jivan says, what do you think, 2 6-0s in a week? Come on, you Gunners. We hope so. We hope so.
With another 6 different goal scorers.
All right,
I
well.
like that.
That was nice.
4 to go.
I don't think we got goals this early on anyway on Wednesday, so it could be more than 6.
Yeah.
Jivan here with a super chat. Whilst we play out of defence, he says, how do you select the watch-along crew? The newbies get a chance somehow. Would love to watch a game with you OGs. Jivan, the best thing to do, we have a show called Fan Zone. We go live after the games, full-time reaction, Fan Zone. Fans can come on and have their say. Download the AFTV app, it's free. You can join Fan Zone there, or we run regular Twitter spaces on Twitter, once, twice a week at the minimum. If you've got Twitter, join us for a conversation there. And more often than not, obviously, you know, along the way, we pick out voices that we feel can enhance watch-alongs or enhance shows on here at AFTV. So join us on a Fan Zone, join us for a Twitter space, Javan. Love for the super chat, and maybe one day you'll be here too.
Guys, get your role in production.
I tell you what, look at the passes. Like we ain't
This
even
is
lost.
amazing.
I'm sure, Frank, you can get the passing, like
Yeah, the
even
possession stats.
and the amount of passes we've made.
Yeah, so I can get the stats for you here. In terms
Crazy.
of ball possession, we've seen 63% of the ball so far, no shock there. In terms of the passes, 113 passes attempted so far and 101 completed. So that works out. Hang on a second, I've just lost it. I'm sure it's about 89%. I will confirm that, but the app is playing up. But it's around 89% pass completion so far.
That is absolutely mad.
Even that 63%
91.
sounds kind of low, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember it
expecting
surprised
to be
at 63. I was expecting 70 to 80%. I haven't seen Wolves with the ball once.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we seem like
Have
we're
they even
absolutely
been in a
dominating.
half?
No,
I
don't think they have.
No.
They have.
I think that very first touch at the kickoff,
Yeah.
they came in.
Yeah.
Did you know what though? Like this reminds me of. I'm not saying we are as good as them.
Oh, he's in.
No, that's offside. That's off. That looked off.
You would have given it already, surely.
Cool, Jet.
Wow. So maybe I was totally
Oh,
wrong.
look, good
To
strength
get
there.
that back.
Yeah, that looks
oh,
off.
yeah.
He's giving it.
This reminds me of like, you know, back like 3 seasons ago when Man City would just crush teams in the first and you just relax.
Yeah.
It's just
That's what we used to do back
no,
in the day.
but yeah, I'm talking about like
More recent times.
Recent times, yeah, like because yeah, back in the day we used to just slap teams up and then I remember Charlton when they had Kevin Livesby and all of them. Like, you used to just beat them 3-0 first half and then just relax. And
And that's important because, yeah, we get the win, but you also then get to rest players.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
once you've got a lead, you can take some of your stronger players who deserve
Yeah.
minutes off.
I hope we don't do what you just said there, though.
What, relax?
Do you know what,
though?
go 3-0 up and relax.
Jesus.
Oh, lovely. Do you know what though? I know we want more goals, but what Tanvi was saying is true. Like when you do relax, you do just get to take players off. You get to just see the game out quite easily. No harsh tackles. You know, the next game because the fixture pile up is here, isn't it?
No, but you know what? Goal difference could be key. So
Yeah. That's also.
And that's probably why something like after the win the other night, you know, he started to rotate the players after, you know, so even at half time. So because we were so far ahead and, you know, then we came away with no injuries for what almost like the first game this
Goalkeeper
season.
looks like he might be struggling.
Someone said who we was talking about earlier on when they said Havertz has played every game. I think it was Frank. So what game has Declan Rice missed? When did he miss a game?
So let me double check that actually. That's a
How-
good point. Let me
Declan
double
Rice-
check that.
He ain't missed it. He ain't missed
He
the
was
game.
injured.
No,
wasn't
so
he?
yeah,
He came
yeah.
off half time against Tottenham, but
He
he
was-
started the next game.
Yeah, so Declan Rice should be in the same boat. I don't know what game Declan Rice has missed. I thought Frank said the only game
Unless it's
only
that.
person was.
Was it West Ham Carabao? Did he play that?
Oh!
Not West Ham.
Still alive.
Oh, he came off the bench for that one, innit?
Yeah, because he put an Instagram post up.
What about Brentford Carabao?
You remember that?
No, I do. Brentford. Did he play?
Can't remember.
I don't know. I'm sure Declan Rice has played every game.
I'm checking on it now anyways.
Frank's checking that. While he checks that, I've got 2 super chats here. Wolves have got the ball in defence. Zizou says, imagine we get a striker, Saka would have 20 assists. And Balder said, Jesus' hold-up and link-up play makes Eddie's abilities look like those of a toddler. Arsenal need a new striker. Jesus, the future backup.
Listen, who was that? Because I will send the money back for the super chat and I'll say it myself.
Baldo.
Listen,
You hear
mate.
that, Baldo? There you go.
I mean, you've said
How
it.
much was
you've
it?
said
How much was it?
But my thing is,
Yeah,
right, why do
Send
we
me the
have
back details, mate. Send them
why
over.
do you have to use Jesus' brilliance to bash another Arsenal player? I don't
Listen,
get it.
I'm just. It wasn't my super chat. I'm just giving him the money back. You know,
Oh.
Christmas giving.
That was great. Oh, that's
festive
Weekend.
spirits and all.
seriously, why do fans?
It's festive spirits. I'm just reading. I'm just going along with the super chat. What's wrong with you?
Festive spirits.
What's going on?
What is it, the 2nd of December? 3rd?
Yeah, this month's all about giving, no?
But I do think you naturally compare in sports, right? You're picking a team, you have to
Yeah,
compare.
but comparison is one thing, but this guy's like whoever that was.
I'm literally.
No, I'm talking about the super chat.
Oh, okay.
The super chat's
I'm saying-
from Gunalina.
It's actually him.
Well, this is why
It's
my
his
phone's
second
right there.
account,
So
yeah.
Why do fans feel the need to do that? Like, give Jesus the credit, but why do you have to say, "Oh, that was James"? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, lovely. Get
allow
that
it,
in.
man.
Oh,
Oh, lucky Martinelli.
You
48.
get me?
I see your point.
Yeah? Like,
Lee, I've got your answer.
nice.
Frank has got the
this
answer.
goalkeeper's struggling. you know.
so
He's
the
been
only
struggling
game-
since the second goal.
Gosh,
Let's go to Frank.
So the only game that Declan Rice has missed so far is the game in the Carabao Cup against Brentford in the third round.
Okay.
Wasn't selected.
And Saliba, what game did Saliba miss then?
He had an
well,
injury
bring him on
for one of the games. Didn't he?
Saliba?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I can't remember missing
No,
any of
not an
them.
injury.
So they're swapping goalkeepers.
Yeah, I noticed that he was struggling.
Wolves
for
are making a change. Saar looks like he's got a problem.
Do we
He's
know
coming
what the
off.
problem is yet?
He looked like he was chest pains, but don't quote me on that.
Carry on, you're sorting it
When
out.
we scored the second goal, I remember him lying on the floor for.
I feel
a minute
sorry
or
for
so.
Wolves though because they've got such a small squad. So like missing
You
their
feel
keeper.
sorry for them?
Yeah.
No, I like Wolves. They've been good this season. They've been good. No, they've been a good.
What
they've been
happened
a
to
good
not
club.
hating on
They
people?
beat Spurs,
Do you
man.
not
Come on.
feel sorry for other teams sometimes? Like I do sometimes.
Come on, you got to listen. They've beat Spurs. They beat Man City. They've made Newcastle.
Number
drop
one, we
points.
haven't won the game yet. That's number one. And number two, let's save the feel sorry for them afterwards. Let's get this
man.
done first.
He's a cold-hearted person, you know. I tell you that.
Is this Scrooge?
Yeah.
They're making a change. Goalkeeper coming on. I don't know his name yet, but I'll let you know as soon as he enters the goal. But listen, 22 and a half minutes gone, so half of the first half's been played, and 48% of the action has been in the Wolves final. Well, the Wolves third, our final third, and that's the last 15 minutes. So you can see the amount of pressure we're putting on. We could have scored another goal just before Saka comes off too. So all is well right now.
But it's almost like bringing down the momentum. It's like slowing down the game completely, and it's freezing out there. So they need to stay warm, the players.
Yeah. But it's nice. It's nice to just have a nice.
2-0.
easy-
You're just, when it's just
chilled. Yeah.
2's good, but 3 would be nice. I think 3
better.
4, yeah.
Would be great.
We're talking nice.
I think 2 goals, like anything can still happen in that time. Like
one goal
2's
starts
not that
making,
much.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that.
2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline.
Yeah,
in
because 3
football.
ahead's that really comfortable.
yeah,
Wolves are in a half.
yeah, for the first
But they're
time.
back in their own. Good pressing.
Yeah, you know you've done a good job when they have to go all the way back to their keeper.
It looks like they might try go long.
Look at that press though.
Hey,
It's
Tommy.
Great pressing.
Nothing gets past that man.
Nah. Well, and that's the reason why I didn't think we concede. When you got Tomiyasu, you got Saliba, you got Gabriel. Again, give props to Raya. It's hard to get past that back line.
Zizou says, Arsenal family, Rice has 0 yellow cards in the Premier League this season. Mental hearing that. I heard that the other day, and that is
crazy.
that is crazy.
And when you think about that, Bissouma had 5 because he missed the game, right? Bissouma, didn't he
Yeah, he
miss?
got suspended.
Yeah, he got suspended.
Wasn't there? Didn't he get a red somewhere as well?
Yeah, but he got a red card against Luton for simulation.
Yeah, and then he missed another game last week, and then now he's back for the Man City game.
That guy, by the way, has got some weird dress sense, you know.
Oh,
He's got some,
I saw it. He did the advert, no, the thing with Craig Mitch on a kick game.
he looks like Flavor Flav.
Who?
See, have you seen some of his swag? Like, he's got some different ideas, man.
So he's got
Shout
different
out to
ideas.
him. He's got
Shout-
some different fashion ideas.
Nice. James. Beautiful.
Oh, man.
He's taking a mick.
Inside. Bang.
Have a shot.
Shoot! Trossard!
Okay.
That's
It was a
block
big
from
handball
Wolves.
Waiting
shout
for
there
the
as
net
well.
to bulge here, weren't you?
Got a handball shout, a good block from Wolves there. Look destined for the back of the net from Trossard. Probably
Should have
back
hit
in
that with a bit
possession.
more conviction, man.
I must admit, this first half has surprised me. I expected Wolves to be a lot more competitive. Oh,
that's a foul.
foul, surely.
So they're going to go back for the penalty shot.
Nice from Martinelli.
Don't
there.
know yet.
Is it me, though? I expected Wolves to be a lot more competitive.
Nah, I didn't think so at all. I thought, as I said, I thought we would better them.
I expected it to be better though. I thought it'd be a tighter.
Yeah.
But I think we're making them look weaker than they are. Like the way our attack are creating space and the through balls are making them look worse. I don't think that they've been awful.
We've just
I
been
do
strong.
actually. I think they have been.
Well, I think we're, but it could
But
be
we
both
are
ways.
making them
We
look
are.
I think we're making them look
But
worse.
They're
definitely
missing.
strong.
They're missing the left back, the starting left back,
There's
Nori.
two, aren't there?
They're missing Neto.
Yeah.
That's a good, great
Yeah,
player.
Gomez, midfielder.
Gomez and Lemina as well.
Lemina,
so they're
yeah.
missing 4 stalwarts of their team, and then obviously now their keeper, 5 players. Like that's over obviously, well, yeah, like a good
Just
portion of
under
their
half,
team.
yeah.
Over half their team.
Well, let's cash in, man.
That's what I'm saying. I feel a bit sorry for them because they're a good team, man. They are. They're a good team.
That's soft.
No,
man.
they're a good
Soft.
team, man.
That's it. That's soft.
I like this positivity over here. It's nice.
You've rubbed off on us.
I rub off on
Yeah. Listen. It's the last game, man. It's
Sure.
Bang that deck. Oh.
Unlucky. Unlucky
I
corner.
would love
That
for
looked
Rice
goal
to
bouncing
score
as well.
today.
yeah.
I think Rice has been solid in so many of our games. I would love for him to get a goal.
I feel like he always deserves a goal for his performance.
Yeah.
He just.
He's one of the few players in the Arsenal team that will shoot on sight at a regular basis. A lot of them won't do it.
Some of them
lot
look
of them
scared sometimes to shoot.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess you have to have a certain level of confidence in your ability to do it, but I've
think
noticed that
sometimes-
he's one of the few that will, you know what I mean, just
But I
take
think
a
sometimes
shot.
they get worried that they'll do the shot and it would be so bad that they don't want the backlash.
Well, which
Yes,
part?
But then again, they don't know until you've tried.
exactly.
Ooh,
Cleared by well.
I never forget.
that's great defending. Oh, go on.
Oh,
Go on.
Oh,
Tried it.
unlucky.
That's a foul.
that was nearly.
Martinelli there.
nearly.
He's so composed on the ball. Like most of Wolves' team were in the box, and yet he didn't care. It didn't faze him at all.
Remember a couple of seasons ago, Vincent
missed
Kompany
it.
had a long-range strike. Remember that?
What, Leicester?
Against Leicester.
Yeah, and he said when he was interviewed afterwards, he
He
said
heard
that he
people-
could hear players close to him say, "No, don't shoot, don't shoot," and he said, "F it, I'm going
And
to shoot."
Aguero said it. He's like, Vinny,
Yeah.
don't shoot.
No,
don't shoot."
Vinny, no.
Yeah.
You got to trust yourself, man. Especially when you're getting teams that are playing a low block, and you know what I mean. You're passing around and trying to pass around, it's not happening. Every now and again, look up.
That won them the
have a shot,
title.
man.
That won them the
Yeah.
title.
Yeah. And the season before that, wasn't it? He scored against Man United, the header.
The header, yeah.
But that's the thing with if you are already a lesser confident player and you have other people being like, don't do it, then you're not going to do it. Whereas you could still be a confident player, still hearing that, be like, no, I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah. Like,
What? Like Eddie, you gonna say?
no names. I don't know.
I think you're right, Tony.
Listen, do you remember that chance against Brentford last week?
No, I knew that was the one.
Yeah, so do I.
What chance?
Oh my! Listen,
Could have been.
He should have passed it,
Remember
basically.
the third goal, yeah, against Sheffield United, the long-range shot. Remember that?
listen, man.
You don't
You know what they
remember
say though? A broken
You don't
clock-
remember that,
They
do you?
say a broken clock's right twice a day, right?
You don't remember that, do you?
You got a
See
nice
what I'm
little-
saying? You prefer to talk about that, but you don't.
I'm just-
It's going to be like 2036 and Laurie's still saying, no, remember that goal against Sheffield United?
Oh, he still bangs on about the game against Chelsea away from home when he scored.
Yeah, but he's moved on to the Sheffield United one now.
This week. Oh, mate.
Few super chats have come in. Jack says, Turkish, how can you allow Lee to bash your boy the Beast in Ketya? Wrong name there, I think you laughed, Laurie.
There you
David
go.
says, sign Osherman. Jesus in behind the league is ours. And Zizou says, games like this make me miss Timber. Hopeful he comes back springtime.
Oh, nice.
We all hope for the best with him, man.
Trossard.
I do expect Timber to come back this season, but there's no point for
They're
us
saying
thinking
what,
about
February?
it now.
Well, he's back in light training, isn't
Yeah.
he? Light training. So
I almost want to look at it like, look how strong we are now.
Yeah, we
He'll
don't
just
need
be a
to-
bonus
yeah, let's
if he
not-
does, yeah.
We're going to miss Tommy in January, isn't it? Because he's going to the Asian Cup.
Okay. Well, we've got a little break, and not a massive break, but a little break in January.
But it depends where the games fall, isn't it? For when
it's
he's
all right.
gone.
I'm sure Cedric can come in and do
Stop
it.
that, please.
Poor old Cedric. Man.
Poor? What do you mean? What's the sympathy for? He's on 100 grand to be the cheerleader. Bloody hell.
In terms of minutes for the team, has he got any minutes this season, Cedric?
Well, he's got £100,000 per week.
Cares about minutes.
Stop
Who
pocket watching
cares?
Cedric.
Get the
man.
pom-poms out, mate.
Why are you pocket watching the next man's
I'm
team?
just... What, hold on a second. I'm
talking about.
Cedric.
I'm thinking about, like, what's wrong with that? He's getting 100 grand a week.
Why are you talking about his money? I'm talking about his football. Has he got any minutes this season?
That's a good
Checking
substitute.
on it now.
I don't think so.
It's a
Absolutely
good substitute.
none.
No, because I thought he'd start against Brentford Carabao Cup, but then he didn't.
But we have so many good substitutes, so many that are
No,
better.
I'm saying it's a good substitute to not play but get 100 grand a week.
Right.
I would bloody do that.
So Cedric has played a grand total of 3 minutes this season.
Wow.
There you go. So some minutes.
3 minutes. Oh, chance for Wolves here in the box.
We've got to stay focused.
Gonna get it under. Wolves still in possession.
Come on, don't concede, boys.
Our left-hand side. Nice. Well
Because this is the
defended.
reason
Trossard.
what you did make a good point, Tampy, that just say they did get a goal and it's 2-1, then all of a sudden they start to believe again. You know what I mean? So we've got to
Yeah. No, 100%.
cognizant, focused.
And then Arsenal start to panic a touch.
And we do as well.
Yeah. But we're still going to win.
Yeah, we should. This should be wrapped up.
How do you know he's on 100 grand a week anyway? How do you know that?
It was just news.
He just floated that figure. Yeah?
No,
he
it's
is.
100 grand a week.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know because it's not my bank account, but like the news that out there.
No,
like,
you just come up
it's
with
the
that
same
random
man-
figure.
I'm
No,
pretty
it's
sure if you
not.
Googled it, you can
Yeah,
find
you can
it.
find it. It's quite easy.
No, have you Googled it though? Do you know?
Yeah, I did know that. What do you think? I just randomly said. Bloody hell.
It just sounded like a nice round figure.
No,
You just
he's
said
on
100 grand a week.
That was the whole thing. Like, why?
No, I think
why-
he's on 120 to be exact.
Yeah, he's on some
Oh,
good
so
We
you're
money.
signed him for free, innit? Remember, we signed him for free, so I think that's what.
That
It was
is
a
the
strange
most
signing,
well-paid
wasn't it?
3 minutes anyone's probably ever made.
I've got to say, it was at the time, a lot of people
I don't
did
think it
look
was
at that.
strange. I think it became strange because when Cedric came in, he was our best right back, better than. I don't give it. I had Arsenal fans arguing about Bellerin.
Oh, he was awful.
Cedric was better than Bellerin. Ainsley Maitland-Niles wasn't even a right back, and Arteta said, "This is the best attacking right back we have," and then went on to not play him for months. So I don't really get it, but.
He's a Portuguese international.
He's a
He was good at
He's a
Southampton.
European Championship winner as well.
Yeah. And he played as well. Like,
Oh, that's a good ball in.
You've got
But
to switch on, man.
Confirmation that it's 100 grand a week, by the way. I've just told you.
So it's 100, you were right.
oh, thank you.
And you were wrong. Someone said
120. It's a
I don't get it, it's still too
£75,000
much.
base and a 25,000 bonus. I don't know what bonus means necessarily. It doesn't say, but 100 grand a week.
step on the pitch.
He's on a lot of damn money.
It's money well spent.
Imagine Laurie in charge of finances at Arsenal. Eddie would be on 350.
No, I'm being sarcastic. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
So, how much random minute has he got this season then?
So that's actually a fun one.
£33.333 thousand pounds a minute.
Wow. It's nice work if you can get it.
I appreciate that Raya is
Oh,
just
come on, man.
away from the goal.
Yeah. That's us. Yep.
Wolves have crept into this game the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Not,
Well,
Yeah, I'm
this
like,
is it.
I'm happy for
scary,
half time now.
You've got to stay focused, haven't you?
yeah, they're bound to have something in the game, but
Yeah.
it's
I still
how
think we
do it.
look pretty solid, calm in defence. I don't think we have anything to worry about.
Because at 2-0, let's be honest, you're not totally out of the game. Like I said, if
No,
you
you're
do
not.
get a goal somehow, then all of a sudden, you know what I mean, the players will start to think, right, we're back in it. So.
Yeah. It's been a nice, comfortable win, though. Sorry,
So
win.
far.
Sorry.
God,
It's
only
been a nice,
34
comfortable
minutes.
first
That's what
half.
sentence
That's what I
is one
meant to
that
say.
comes back and bites.
Yeah, I
you.
don't
Wow,
know.
I feel like
You
I've
said
really
that.
just like the
listen.
optimism over here.
I
It's
meant
like
to say it's a good first half. That's what I meant to say.
Remember, there was somebody on the panel when we played Liverpool. I can't remember who it was.
Don't.
Wait,
we
last
were
season?
We were 2-0
Last
up.
season, bro.
Yeah, and someone said game done.
Oh, I wonder who that. Hang on, I wonder
I
who
can't
that
remember who it was.
I was here.
Yeah, I was here.
I know he
I
was here.
here. I can't remember.
You
who
can't be saying that
could
against
be
Liverpool
stupid
as
enough
well.
to say something like that.
You, man. This guy.
No,
like,
it weren't me. It weren't me.
And I told him at the time as well, no, don't. This is Liverpool, bro.
it's crazy. You know what? But that's you.
I learnt my lesson.
You know what, Laurie? I'm going to give this super chat to you. Zizou says, I'm feeling generous, but can this team hang with Liverpool come December the 22nd? Because that is the next fixture I've got in my eye line. That one's a massive one. And
Bro, that game, I've said for quite some time now that City are probably the favourites, even though we're top of the table.
Oh, well done, Rice.
Well played.
And ourselves, obviously, but Liverpool are a team to be reckoned with, man. I do rate Liverpool.
Well, Alisson's out.
Oh,
no,
come on, Zinchenko.
Zinni lost the ball here. It's a 3-on-4 though. We've seen
Good
Players
Martinelli,
back.
great work.
That's
Great
good defending by Martinelli. There.
Oh,
Well done,
lovely
Martinelli.
beautiful.
You know what I like about that as well?
Played.
It wasn't just the fact that he dispossessed him, is that because he was on that guy's case, that allowed the other guys to force him into the corner.
He really
and that allowed
slowed it down.
You know what I mean? The reinforcements to come back and help out. So that's really good defending. Zinchenko, man, come on, concentrate.
Well, the thing is,
Now he's gone
he
front
did
the
some
ball.
really good stuff with the assist, but now he's done 2 mistakes.
And that could have been a crucial mistake.
Could
That one.
have.
Both of them could have been.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great ball
Get
by
there.
Tommy Asu.
That would have been a classic. How the other team scores against us.
Yeah, literally. That is
An
so
Arsenal
Arsenal.
mistake. An Arsenal mistake.
Yeah, nice.
Go on,
Gabby.
shoot!
Oh, it's weak.
Inside.
Unlucky.
But
Nah, that was a
So unlucky.
Great leave.
Rice.
I'm vexed about the Martinelli effort.
Come on,
That was a
boys.
nice
he's in my
effort,
fantasy
man.
league, haven't he?
That was a nice effort.
Idiot.
That must feel gutting as a player when you're that close.
It looked like it was trickling
Yo.
in.
It was
Yeah.
inside post and came out.
The techers on this was disgusting.
Martinelli,
look at it,
man.
look at it. Touch. Oh. That's an Henri. If Eddie did that against Brentford, I'd be like, fair enough.
No, I would still say well done, but get off.
Oh, yeah.
£500 for every time you and he brought up Eddie's name, man. Seriously. I thought I was supposed to be the fanboy. You lot keep bringing his name up. Do you want to see him come on then?
Yeah,
No,
I'd love
that's
to.
it.
I'd love
Do you want him and Havertz on, right?
Both at the same time.
Yeah.
right
I don't
now.
listen. No,
I think
Havertz has
Havertz,
been
yeah,
good.
I'd like to see Havertz.
Yeah,
on.
so do I. So does
More than
Turkish.
Eddie.
Yeah.
I think he deserves to be on too.
Oh, great.
Still alive. Loose.
Have a
Shoot.
shot. Go on. That's a good ball out wide.
Saka's been outstanding. Too.
Yeah, that ball he made across the pitch to Martinelli just then.
And another good ball in again.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a. Oh, he's got
This
to.
is what we mean, though.
No,
This is
but I think the player in front got a
Was
touch
offside?
on it.
Was that
before
off?
it
I think there is an
landed to
offside
Jesus.
call there as well, though.
But he should really have scored.
scored.
Nah,
Yeah, he
someone
scored.
look. Didn't this guy get the header on it before
Yeah, I
him,
gotta
and
see
he's
it.
at the back post. He's not even offside. So I don't know what they would have been given. But look, that.
I think he's
there
got
we
to be
go.
scoring now, to be honest with you.
All right, who you're saying? Who was that?
Gabriel. Oh no.
No.
That's
Yeah,
a poor
no, he's
finish.
got to
bro.
score.
It is.
That's a
Yeah,
poor
yeah.
finish, man.
For a guy of his ability, I mean,
That's
we've just
a
been
poor-
complimenting him on
Yeah.
his
That's a
mercurial
Yeah, no, I
skill.
agree.
I tried to.
He's
say
got
him,
to score that.
And this is what I'm saying. He wants to be the number 9. You can't give excuses to yourself.
Head injury
You're
here
so
as well.
good, but you're so good. You have to put him on another level. You have to give him the ratings.
He should score that.
Come on.
Well, on a positive note, we've had 3 chances in the last 3 minutes, so I'm feeling one more goal before half time.
Well,
Time for a
what's-
huddle.
What's going on? Water break.
Yeah, there's an
Yeah, he's an
injury.
injured guy. That's a poor
What do you
finish.
think he's telling them right now? Because he's really enthusiastic.
I think he's probably telling them, don't take your eye off the ball, like keep focused, because
You know, something I noticed actually, and I think it was my dad maybe that pointed it out the game on Wednesday night, the Champions League game, is even when we were 6 goals up, because we sit behind Arteta, he's still, we're still
he's
comfortable.
very-
We clearly
yeah,
won the
yeah,
game, but he was still at the side of the pitch, the arms everywhere, very animated, still, and I respect him for that, because it's not like he's sat back and relaxed. He still wants, you to play well.
Actually, you know what? He's actually calmed down a little bit. For a couple of seasons ago, he was to the point where people like myself would say, look, you're micromanaging the players too much. I used to say, like, I wouldn't want to be on the wing or left back with Arteta on the same side as me, because he's literally telling them where
He's
to pass.
intense.
where
I
to move.
enjoy it.
I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, from a spectacle point of view.
Yeah,
But if you're a
probably.
player,
Yeah,
you don't
no, I
really
get
want
that.
the manager shouting at you, do this, do
He's
that.
probably
you know
just
what I mean?
even more passionate because he wants to be on the pitch himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
was one of him.
there was it last season? There was a game where he was so on the pitch that then he'd get the ball, he gave it to somebody, and then we
Yeah.
scored.
I
Yeah.
think he's been warned.
He's intense, though.
Yeah,
He's an
he has.
intense.
And he was
What,
getting
assisting
involved with
goals?
arguments with. I remember he was getting involved with arguments with managers, with players, with third officials, and stuff
He's
like that.
passionate.
Yeah, I
love
agree.
him for it.
Yeah, listen, I've got no problem with passion, but it's got to be like controlled.
I feel like, listen, he should have done better, but it did look like Gabriel, maybe he didn't touch it, but it did look like Gabriel was going to get something on it, hence why.
For me, Eddie scores that all day long.
You know what? You know the joke of it? No, okay, we can make, but he probably does. Genuinely,
No, you can't say he probably does.
No, he probably does.
But
score that
Everton
goal.
last season, the header at the back post when he came off the bench. Embarrassing.
But to be fair,
I remember
though,
these moments.
But
bro.
no, but I'm saying.
Havertz scored a header because someone else said Havertz would have scored. Havertz scored a header against Brentford, but remember the header he had in the other one where he just smashed his
and he
nose.
missed. Well, even
Yeah,
on Wednesday, he missed a chance in there. So look, like, I do think it's. He just needs to get a lot better with his finishing, man. He just needs to get a lot better.
They're just replaying the goals here.
I've never really seen him though, like I said, as that 25, 30 goal a season man.
But you know what,
In
though?
fact, I think I'm right in thinking that his highest tally, and this goes back to even when he was at City, is 14 Premier League goals.
And let me tell you the reason why everyone kept saying he's going to get 15 to 18, because he never started for Man City. So everyone was saying, oh, if he can get these amount of goals for Man City, he can then, if he's playing 38 games and obviously stays fit, which he didn't, he can get 18 goals. And think about it, he got 11 goals and he missed 2 months of the season. So why
He was on track.
He was, but my point is that why can't we give those same level of expectations this season and say, well, you got 11 and you missed 2 months, or how many
No,
games?
it's still the same expectations.
So I listen, as fantastic as he is, I'm not happy with those comments, because you've got to get a certain amount of goals to kind of like justify your number 9 role, as well as doing all the other stuff. The
I
facility.
do see where you're coming from, however, people have won titles in the past and they've not had 20 goal plus a season striker.
100%. But as I said, I only
Even
take.
City before Haaland rocked up, they didn't have a regular guy that was
Fair, that is fair,
putting
that
up
is
those
fair.
numbers. So Harry Kane was putting up big numbers. He never got close to winning a title. So you know what I mean. But I do agree with you. You do want your number 9 to be getting 20 plus a season, right?
Yeah, 18
Plus.
Yeah, like 18.
I mean, all comps, 20
No,
plus.
I'm talking about for the Premier League.
Oh, Premier League, right,
I'm like 18 goals.
Yeah.
Didn't he get 11 goals?
Because that's
in the
1
Premier
in 2
Last
then,
year,
isn't
yeah.
it?
He got 11 goals, yeah. So and I don't know how many
23
games.
starts.
How many games did he? Yeah.
23 starts.
See, look. So there you go.
Pretty sure it's 23. It's definitely around that 22 to 20.
And he never came off the bench really. So yeah, if there's he's probably played 23 games. He could have easily got another 4.
But my thing is, listen, it's not a surprise that scoring any strongest point, and it's not a surprise that he's not a 20-goal-a-year striker. For me, going into the season, it was more Saka and Martinelli that I expect to add more goals to their game than it was Jesus.
Well, we scored 88 goals last season.
Yeah.
If we had 10 more goals, we would have won the league.
Yeah.
And he could have got those 10 more goals. So I get your point 100%. You're not expecting it, but we just need a little bit more.
It's a bit casual there.
100%, but if
Yeah,
Saka
that's
scores
a bit careless, a little bit
a penny
careless.
against West Ham, we there's an argument that we go on to win the league, or
No, because we would have had to beat Man City. We had to beat Liverpool and West Ham and Southampton because we could have then dropped points against Man City. That's how it went.
yeah, I get that. I wouldn't put all 10 goals on Jesus.
No,
I was
okay,
going to say,
fair
you can't.
No,
There's
no,
other
no,
players
okay.
that need to step up too.
But I think they have stepped up this season compared to last. I think there just is a lot more with them this season, and obviously, we have the debate of getting another goal scorer, etc. But it is still nice to see that people can step up and score.
No, look, I'm not saying.
I mean, listen, Spain won a World Cup. They didn't even have a recognised striker.
Yeah, that's fine. That was football then. But I was gonna. Okay, I'll ask you that. If I'm not saying he's a better striker, but if we had a finisher of someone even on the level of Ollie Watkins, I think Ollie Watkins is a better finisher than Jesus. I think we would have done a lot better.
But we scored more than enough to win the league, because that was our highest scoring season ever in the Premier League. So we scored enough to win the league. We conceded 40 plus
But
goals.
I'm thinking about in those crunch moments. Remember, even against Southampton, last minute last season, where he missed that chance, where it was 2-2. Like those are the crunch
Burnley 2-0.
moments. That's all I'm saying to you. So listen, I definitely agree with you. I don't think you're saying anything wrong, but I just think we need.
We need somebody else, definitely.
Yeah, and going along with what your point is, I probably think a better left 8,
Yeah.
like a goal scoring left 8. Who I don't know.
I mean, I know it sounds incongruous what we're saying, but I do think we need a striker come January. If we're going to win those, do you know what I mean, trophies like the Premier League and the...
Well, it just helps, it doesn't it? It adds to the team.
Yeah,
Especially
you do-
with
you
the
do
scare of,
need-
God forbid, there are more
You do need
injuries.
a guy that you know.
Well, I was speaking to Dan Potts on Tuesday, and I said, if he asked me if you could choose out of a left 8 or a striker, who would you go for? I said the left 8. I said the midfield. If we get a midfielder, I think we win the league.
7 minutes added on, and we're into the first minute already.
I do.
Right, sit back, everyone.
Our Wolves have done nothing. They haven't really.
I'll tell you
They
what
have
they have.
stepped
I'll
up,
tell you what
though.
they have done,
They have
right?
stepped up.
Intensity.
If they do survive the rest of this half, which Gary O'Neill will probably be quite pleased about, is that they're only going into the second half 2-0 down, because
It
this
could
could
be a lot
easily have been
worse.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Hit the post, gone close a couple of times.
Yeah, no, they've definitely
So if
stepped up
they
in the
get
last few.
to the end of this half by only conceding 2, I think Gary O'Neill will probably take
that's
that
beautiful.
based on the way the game's gone.
That's beautiful. Who was that? Trossard?
Yeah.
Tommy Asu as well. That was a nice one-touch pass.
Look
to
at him. Look
Saka.
at the overlap. Go on, son. Yes, lad.
Just a bit short. Still in possession though. Nice to see that though. We ain't seen that from Ben White enough this
Yeah.
season. I thought it was more by instruction. So.
Saka's been brilliant in
One-on-one
this
with the
half.
defender. This is what you want.
Look at that.
Nice.
Oh, look at the rotation. It's just good.
Odegaard now on the ball, inside to Saka, back out to Tommy. Just keeping possession there.
Yeah, it's nice to see.
Oh, great
what a
ball.
ball.
Reverse pass.
Oh, nice. That's not a foul. That is not a foul.
Give it
How
out.
did you
Days.
give that?
He got the ball first.
Bro, that is definitely not a foul.
Since
kick to
when
Wolves.
was being too strong for a guy giving away a foul?
It's nice to see them just comfortable on the ball, passing it around. They almost know where each other are without having to do too much, and then just waiting for the right time to just do a through ball.
But you imagine in this team, right? You take Trossard out, you have him on the left or false number 9 as backup. You've got Havertz, who you can bring on as a auxiliary false number 9 on the right or whatever. You get a strong left 8, you've got enough. Because you then don't have to play Havertz in the midfield. You then don't have to play, because you still got Partey that can come in.
You're just talking about January here, though, right?
Yeah, I'm just talking about January. To win the league, I think if we got a strong left 8, we can win the league.
But we still need people
Oh,
to
come on,
finish
man. Let's make it
the
free.
chances.
Oh, you're in.
That is beautiful.
He's
That is
in.
beautiful.
Go ahead.
Shoot!
Oh, that's
Gabby, man.
Do you think he should have put his foot through that?
He should have done
Smash it,
better.
man.
That's
That
like
was like a
Eddie's.
little
That's like
pass.
Eddie's finish against Brentford.
Yeah, you're
bro.
right.
Shit.
He's right. Smash it.
Yeah.
Smash
Smash
the
the
ball.
ball.
That's
Can you
embarrassing.
ever look at a bit of attacking play without mentioning Eddie?
No, but I'm giving your guys some sort of leeway here. I'm saying that was
Yes.
as poor as the Eddie finish on the.
Come on.
Forget about Eddie. He should have put his foot through that.
Yeah.
Yes, you should have
Yeah.
just slam it in the back
No,
of the
no, he
net.
had the right idea. You curled that into the back post.
I think you've got to
I
put
think
your
it was
foot
too
through it,
soft.
man.
Put your
Yeah.
foot through
What foot does he put through it running into it like that?
No, he had time to put his
Mate,
foot through
you
it.
know
What-
what? You know
what
what?
foot?
Even if you smash it, a rebound.
Exactly.
I think it would have
Yeah.
been better to do that.
Rather
He
than
needed
give it
to-
straight
he
to
needed
the
to lift that ball.
goalie to
He
catch
done it
it.
along the ground, basically soft.
It
I
was a
think.
pass to the keeper.
Respectfully, I disagree. I think you put your foot through that. Obviously, it's on target. The goalkeeper's got no.
So wait, do you think that was a good? That was a poor finish, though.
Of course
it was.
Yeah. So it's
That's 2 now.
Yeah, that's 2.
Oh,
Well done, Gab. Go on, Gabby.
good defending by Gabriel there. Oh no.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, well done, Gabriel.
excellent defending.
He's like, get up.
Ain't he Brazilian as well?
Yes,
Cunha.
he is.
Cunha is Brazilian.
Just get up.
Cunha went down there.
Surprised he grabbed him.
Let us know if VAR start checking that, please, Frank, because I've got
No,
a
I think
feeling
just
they
grab
might.
it.
No, there's not been any call of any sort of
No
penalty
call,
check.
yeah? 4 minutes of the 7 played, and we're into the 5th now, so just under 3 minutes to go. We're in possession. We've got a super chat from Derek saying, Saka should have 2 assists already in this game. He's our best player. This team has no identity without that man. I'm sorry, Saka is him.
He's definitely been our best player so far, Saka. It's been great.
And again, just going back to that finishing, I would trust Trossard in that position more to finish than Jesus. I think he's a better
get
finisher.
that. I get
I
that.
mean, that right there literally proves everything you've been saying, right? Yeah.
Earthlaw says Tanvi is top. And Lompri says, you talk down on Eddie, but he's still our top scorer in the Premier League. Back the kid, you don't know better than Arteta.
Well, that's an indictment on the team. That's not great for him.
It
Like-
is actually facts as well.
Exactly.
It is what it is. It's still
Him being top scorer now because of a hat-trick against Sheffield United doesn't mean anything.
yeah.
It doesn't mean that, you know, Arteta's been vindicated by keeping him or giving him the number 14 or having him as our backup. Not yet.
And I'll put it back to him. So should have Man United have kept Onana and De Gea because he's the most clean sheets last season and this season or joint.
There's so much more to it, isn't it?
Yeah, like,
on paper, he's top goal scorer, but what else is he doing?
Mm-hmm.
So like,
all I said is facts.
you can do all the
Don't
facts.
shoot the messenger.
You can do all the facts you want, but sometimes just keep your money.
For a throw-in,
But obviously, if he was making a huge impact, he'd be on more.
don't let Laurie hear that.
Sorry.
I did hear it.
Say again.
Infiltrate that training ground, mate.
Be there tomorrow, banging on the door.
There you go.
Just
Look,
over a
come on.
minute to
That's
go.
a
That is
good
a
goal.
goal
That's a
there,
good goal.
Marlon.
You
We're
make
getting
it as
onto
well.
it.
Look, cut it back.
Nice.
Again.
Did he mean that?
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
it. He did that against Nottingham Forest first game. Do you remember?
Eddie's goal, yeah.
Yeah.
The first goal of our season, isn't it? Unlucky.
Yeah.
That keeper looked like he went down again.
Yeah, he did mean that. Shot wasn't on target.
It's definitely slowed down the game.
I think if you're Wolves, you'll take this, man. 2-0 down after the amount of chances we've had.
Oh, Sheffield United got a red card.
Don't know about take it though. They haven't done nothing
No, I mean,
themselves.
take it in the context of the game. Of course they will.
They have to.
I think they'll
We've
be
been totally
disappointed that they've
dominant.
not
We got
even...
an early goal.
Yeah, but you don't take 2-0
Yeah.
down.
No, what I'm saying is, in the context of the game, Gary O'Neill will take 2 because it should be 4 or 5.
You wear it.
Oh no!
Oh,
Where it.
well done, Rayo.
Yeah, I know what
we
you
caught
mean.
life there, you know. It's
Shit,
Zinni,
what's
what is this
going
guy
on?
bless?
He's concentration.
That's three errors, crucial errors.
That's about 3 or 4 now.
He's done
Stuff
4.
like that, you know.
That's 4 errors
What is actually wrong with him?
with an assist as well. That is so weird.
Oh my
man,
God!
what is
what are
going
you
on?
doing that?
It's spreading.
This has just gone chaos.
Where's
Oh,
our-
that's
Now
a
they're giving
foul.
away a foul.
Bang on 7 minutes.
Yeah.
We've given
What
away
are
a
you-
free
what are
kick
they
to
doing?
Wolves. Trossard, poor
Don't know,
touch.
something just went a bit weird in the last minute.
They just turned.
There's
They just switched off.
there's almost like a slight hint of panic for some reason.
You know what it is? I would say it's more.
What is he doing?
That
Yeah.
was Zinni again.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
That was
That's-
Zinni again, and
Yeah.
then he. That's 2 mistakes in a moment there for Zinni.
That's well done from Rayo.
Yeah, see, Raya shouldn't have had to have even deal with it like that.
Even Saliba turned
But
to
you know
Zinni
what
and
it
said,
is,
"What are you doing?"
as we say, Raya, actually he missed the ball, didn't he? You look at that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
guy.
he missed.
He pulled out
Yes,
kind of.
okay.
Yeah,
yes.
one of the 2.
If he went wholehearted for that, he
Yeah.
probably would have got it. I don't know if he would have gone in. Ball in, headed out.
That's half time.
Declan's
the
gone down.
hell? That
holding
is-
his-
We needed
Crazy.
that half time when it came
Fine,
because
finally.
It's a free kick, but then it will be half time once
Yeah.
it's taken, unless he's blowing right now.
No, you said it said half time, didn't it?
yeah, I think it's
so.
half
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me clarify, Togs. When I said he'll take 2, I mean in the overall, the fact that we've been so dominant, we got early goals.
You say James?
Huh?
You
You
say
did
James?
actually say
No.
James.
Did I say
You did actually
In my
say
head, I'm
James.
thinking, no.
You did actually
We're
say
saying
James.
musical names today, it's fine.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Yeah,
go
so my point
Sorry,
is that if you're Gary O'Neill, the fact you've been under the cosh for 45 plus minutes, you conceded a couple of early goals, you'll be thinking, you know what, 2-0, we're still in it if we can get a...
No, but I
Goal.
think he'll be disappointed that they've not even come that close to even scoring.
That's my thing.
Like, they
yeah.
should, like-
He might take the 2 because we.
Yeah,
could
that's
have
what I
built on
said.
it, but the
In
fact
the
they haven't
they've
context
done
of the
nothing
game.
as well.
In the
They've
context
nearly
of the
come
game,
close
we
from
should
our
be 4 or
mistakes.
5 nil
Yeah.
up.
I don't think 4-5 now. Because when you look at the gilt-edged chances we created off the back of the 2 goals,
I think we had like
Jesus
three
has missed
maybe
2
chances.
easy
Yeah.
chances.
Jesus is.
He's missed 2
Off
easy
the post
chances.
as well.
Rice had
Yeah.
a shot.
Oh yeah.
should be
There were quite a few in the
There's
small
been a
space of
few.
I'm
time.
telling you, bro, it should be... But anyway, it isn't.
Yeah, I think it could have been easily 4. But listen, either way, I'm sure everyone's going to agree. It's been a good first half. I think
Yes.
a few shaky moments at the back, but nothing to fret about other than the last minute.
Nice, calm 2-0 half there from Arsenal at
Would
the
you make
Emirates.
any changes?
No, man, still too early for that.
Too early, but I think if Zinchenko continues to be the way he's being, I would maybe take him off 60th,
Give him
60th
something to
minute.
think
Yeah.
about.
Ben White, and that was the only change I said. I said I would have played Ben White. I know he got an assist, so he's whatever, but I would have played Ben White on the right and put Tomiyasu on the left. That's what I would have done.
Fair. Before we take it over to the Frank for half-time, people, Arsenal have stopped the opposition from scoring the first half goal in 10 of their 14 games so far. No team has done this more in the English Premier League season so far, and currently unbeaten in our last 31 Premier League matches when leading at half-time, 128, drawn 3. dating back to the 1st of January 2022 against Man City, where we went 1-0 up, Gabriel red card, Xhaka penalty given away. Yeah, we've come a long way since then, people. But hit the like button, there's still 7k here. Appreciate every single one of you engaging, sending through super chats. If you've hit the like button, appreciate you. If you haven't, I'll appreciate you when you do hit the like button. And we're going to pass it over to the Frank now for halftime, and we'll be back for the second half, people. Love for the love.
Half-time, Arsenal 2, Wolves 0. What a great first half of football that was. Before we get into my analysis of that first half, let me just remind you guys of the scores from around the grounds. Of course, we had the 3 p.m. kickoffs, which were, of course, Arsenal 2, Wolves 0. Brentford is still equal with Luton, that's 0-0. And Burnley are 2-0 up against a 10-man Sheffield United. I think Lee pointed that out. Ollie McBurney with the red card just before half-time. Correct me if I'm wrong, he's not long come back from injury. So, you know, back from injury and straight into the red card box, you know what I mean? All right, let's get some of the stats from this half anyways. So we've seen 60% of the ball so far, 12 shots, still only 4 on target. Which is slightly annoying, but regardless, we've scored goals. I think in the most recent games we've had lots of shots, not too many on target, and we didn't get the goals early, but thankfully we got the early goals today. I think before this game we hadn't scored a goal in the first 15 minutes of a game of football so far this season, in the league at least. And then we went and scored 2. What was the minute of the second goal? Let me just double check that. Please tell me. The minute, so we had 2 in 15 minutes. And before this game, we hadn't scored 1 in the first 15 minutes of a game in the Premier League. So that's always something nice to break. So as I said, 12 shots. Wolves have only had 2. We've had 4 on target. They've had 0 on target. If we look at the passing stats, we've attempted 314 passes and completed 284, which is roughly 90%. Wolves have attempted 212 and completed 170, which is 80%. So guys, what I want to do before I obviously give you the breakdown again is I want to hit you with some facts that I found out before the game, going into the game, and it was pretty interesting. We've won our last 4 Premier League games against Wolves, having won just 2 of their previous 8. It looks like it's going to be 5 games after this game if the score stays the way it does. We've now scored in our last 32 meetings with Wolves in all competitions since a 1-0 home loss in February 1979, and that equals our longest scoring streak against an opponent in our history, which is now 32, of course, which is a record that we share against West Brom. So both Midlands teams. We'll see how that goes. And this is potentially, if we win this game, we would have won our last 7 games played in December, our longest such run in the month of in this month of Premier League football. So some interesting stats there. Another interesting stat about a specific player that I want to bring up is Bukayo Saka's opener was Arsenal's 100th goal of 2023, becoming just the 5th Big 5 European League side to reach this total across all competitions this calendar year, after Manchester City with 137, Real Madrid with 119, Bayern Munich with 111, and Bayer Leverkusen with 110. So we're in elite company there, to say the least. So let's get into my analysis of that first half. I want to take a look at the team. David Raya hasn't really had much to do all game. You know, they've not had a shot on target. It got a little bit shaky at the end there, but that wasn't David's fault. I think Zinchenko was being a bit silly towards the end, but we didn't concede for it, so I can't complain too much. If you look at that back 4, assists from both fullbacks. Takehiro Tomiyasu has been fantastic as always. Zinchenko started off well, but started to drop off a little bit going towards the end of that first half. If that's going to be the case, I would potentially maybe to look to bring him off. Maybe not at half time, but maybe 10-15 minutes into the second half, you can put Tomiyasu in his place and bring off Ben White from the bench. William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, once again, not really much to do. That midfield has been fantastic for me. Martin Odegaard, probably my man of the match so far. Obviously, it was a fantastic goal. Declan Rice looking solid as always. And Leandro Trossard, playing out of his natural position again, of course, has looked pretty good. So I know a lot of people were calling for Kai Havertz to be there, myself included, but the fact that Leandro Trossard's in there wasn't much of an issue to me, and again, it's showing why. Bukayo Saka, another one, a potential candidate for man of the match. He's not my man of the match, but he is definitely a candidate. What a goal that was from Bukayo Saka, and you know, we mentioned about before the game, he didn't look to be up to the standards that we've seen of him from the last 2 seasons, despite getting all the goals and assists. But I think today he's been playing a lot better, absolutely. Gabriel Martinelli's looked solid. And of course, Gabriel Jesus, whilst not getting a goal or an assist, played a vital role in both goals. I think he gets to flick onto Bukayo Saka for the first goal. Flick onto Tomiyasu, who gets the assist for the Bukayo Saka goal, and then plays a pivotal role with the weighted ball to Zinchenko, who then picks up the assist. So overall, I think everyone can be happy with the way they've played so far. And obviously, I want to talk about those goals because they're both. I mean, the second one especially is a brilliant team goal. All the passing inside the box, all the touches inside the box. Perfect layoff from Gabriel Jesus. Zinchenko with a fantastic ball to Martin Odegaard. And Odegaard loves that finish, that low and hard into the bottom right. He's done it a few times this season, and he's done it again today. I believe that's his 4th Premier League goal of the season. I don't know how many that is in all competitions, but I'll check that. Of course, the first one, fantastic from Bukayo Saka, and I love it when he does stuff like this. He's star boy, world class star boy at his best. Let me see what everyone is saying in the group chat, super chat, not even super chat, live chat. I can't speak, guys. I want to apologise because I'm coming off the back end of a cold, so apologies if my voice is a bit croaky or whatever as well. Let's see what everyone's saying in the chat. Let us know your thoughts on the performance that you've seen so far going into the second half. Man of the match for now, Zinny or Odegaard? Yeah, no, I'd agree with you, man. Like I said, I think my man of the match so far would be Martin Odegaard. I wouldn't agree with Zinchenko necessarily because, maybe the first 25 minutes or so, I think he was playing very well. But he definitely did start to drop off towards the end of that first half. Once again, someone saying, I think it's Dan this time, saying Tommy's been the best defender today. Absolutely. ICG is calling for Kai Havertz to be subbed in now. Do we need to bring Havertz on now? I don't think it's a necessity for us to bring him on at this moment because I look at those three in the middle and it's probably where we've played our best football so far today. I don't think it's a substitution that's needed now. I think give Trossard some time because if it's going to be anyone, it's probably going to be Leandro Trossard that comes off for Kai Havertz. Give Trossard his time. He deserves minutes. He's a fantastic player. He has been since we signed him in January. Not necessarily put a foot wrong for the club apart from maybe the game against Brighton where he must have thought he was still in a Brighton shirt and gave them the goal, of course. But Trossard's been good for me, so I wouldn't bring Kai Havertz on just yet. Maybe around that 60th, 70th minute mark, we could see that change being made. But for me, Trossard stays on, and I think 1886 AFC agrees with me there. Lime says Zinny's been putting in perfect long range passes for Martinelli all match. He's been great going forward, but a bit sus defensively in the last 10 minutes. Absolutely. No, I completely agree. Completely agree. I don't think he's necessarily done anything too negative, and thankfully nothing has led to a goal conceded, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. I want to keep this clean sheet. If we can keep this clean sheet and score one more goal, I will be over the moon with this performance. Just before I get into more chats, I just want to give you guys an update on what the Premier League table is looking at the moment. Obviously, we all know where Arsenal are standing at the moment. We are at the top of the table. If we win today, this will be our 10th win of the season. 4 points clear of Manchester City in second place. And of course, they play their game tomorrow. And who do they play? I can't actually remember who they play. Manchester City are playing Spurs. That's the big game tomorrow, of course. We've obviously got more games tonight as well. The 5:30 kickoff is Nottingham Forest versus Everton. And then the 8 o'clock kickoff is Newcastle versus Manchester United. Come on, Newcastle. Hope and pray that Manchester United lose that one. Absolutely. Let's see what everyone else is saying. There's a super chat here from Lord Witherfang. Martinelli off, Trossard to left wing and Havertz on. That's definitely something that I could see happening. Maybe give Martinelli a little bit of a rest. He's played good today. Maybe that's someone that we need for, the Luton game on Tuesday. Not saying we're not going to be able to win without him, of course. I think we're comfortably winning that game anyways. But that is quite a sensible change to be making, especially if you want to see Havertz get on the pitch. I think there was a lot of debate before the game about whether he warranted a starting place today, and I agreed with that. Like I said, he's the only person that's played every single game for us so far this season. And up to maybe even the Brentford game, where we didn't even start the game, it was very hard to understand how he warranted a starting position. And after these last 2 games, this is probably the time where he deserved to be starting the game. It just wasn't the case, unfortunately, for him. But yeah, that's definitely a change that I can see going into the second half. Martin L says, I need a clean sheet because Saliba's in my fantasy Premier League team. I feel you, man. I got Saliba and Gabriel myself. Shane Wizard says Nketiah on. Not too sure about that one. The Chosen One says we've been mid today. I don't agree with you. I think we've played pretty solid half of football. Again, if we look at the stats, we've seen a majority of the ball. We've been very good with our passing. 90% passing accuracy is a very good return. You know what I mean?
Dribbles completed. Maybe not too many dribbles completed, but yeah, I think you're being a bit harsh there, man. I think we've played a very good half of football, and like I said, it happened early as well, which is not something that we see quite regularly, especially this season. So I'm happy that we got the 2 early goals. I would have liked to have seen maybe 1 or 2 more before. Maybe that's me being greedy. I would have liked to have seen 1 or 2 more before going into the second half, but it wasn't meant to be. We're still 2-0 up. We've got the clean sheet. I can't complain too much at the moment. Timothy says, hi, all from Timothy Blazing going to Paul in Bermuda. Big up from Bermuda. Arsenal for life since 1972-73 season. Wow, you've been around for a long time, my brother. Big up from Bermuda as well. Nketiah Hattie coming. Yeah, I'm not too sure we're going to see that Nketiah hat-trick today. He's got to get on the pitch first, of course. Astrojit says, the people who say we are mid today need to just stop watching football because they clearly don't understand football. Bit harsh again, but yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. Victor Samusi says, Frank, you're looking hella fly today, brother. Appreciate it, man. I got the double layers on. You know, it's cold. I think it's like 2 degrees out there. It's actually a pajama top underneath, but the less said about that, the better. Kevin Danny says Ramsdale should be in. Look, I'm going to stop complaining about this because it's very clear that Mikel Arteta's number 1 is David Raya. No matter how much I say, or no matter how much Ramsdale's dad says, of course, Raya's our number 1. It's looking likely that he's going to be bought on a permanent. You know, we've obviously got him on loan, £3 million loan deal and a 27 million option to buy. I think Fabrizio tweeted it the other day that it's looking likely that there is a possibility. I believe Raya's agent spoken about it as well, and obviously Ray has spoken about his interest in staying at the club. So that looks like it's going to be how it is. So there's no point in me saying that Ramsdale deserves a fair chance, which he does, but it doesn't look like Mikel Arteta sees it that way. I think Wednesday would have been a very good opportunity to give him some minutes in the Champions League. You know, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. A massive part of the reason we're back in the Champions League is because of Aaron Ramsdale. So the fact that he still hasn't seen any Champions League minutes is beyond me. It would be really nice to see him get a game in that last Champions League game, group stage game, sorry. Of course, we're already topped the group, we're already qualified. It's the day before my birthday, so if we can get some Aaron Ramsdale minutes in that Champions League game, that would be a pretty nice early birthday present for myself as well. King Kidder official, straight from Uganda. Big up AFTV. Yes, guys. Keep letting me know where you're watching from as well. I'm liking to see all the locations and all the flags in the chat. Shuleman Imran says, can't lie, proud of the boys with the display show. Much love from Croatia. Another one. Hope you get well soon, bro. Much appreciated. Big up Croatia as well. Hi from the Philippines, says Stephen Gordon. There's a lot of different locations. I'm liking this. I really am. I feel like this is a glimpse of Arsenal last season, says Lord Witherthang. Absolutely, I can agree with that. You know, the way we're just killing off the game quickly. Obviously, I know 2-0 is a very dangerous scoreline, but like I said, we probably should be about 3-0, 3-4-0 up at this point. So we mean business. We really do. Absolutely. And the boys are coming back out. I don't know if the Arsenal team's back out yet, but the Wolves players are back out. I think the Arsenal players are already out on the pitch. And what I'm going to do is that's me for half-time. Turkish, I will pass back over to you.
And we're back, people. Everyone's out on the pitch, so we're just waiting for them to get ready for kickoff. Actually, I say everyone. The Arsenal players are coming out now, so we're still about a minute away from the second half kicking off, but we're 2-0 up. Everyone's predictions seem to be still in play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did predict 3-1. I'm looking at that. I'm not sure if Wolves are going to score, but I do think we will score again for sure.
Listen, I prefer the clean sheet over my prediction.
I'm quite glad that for the first time I was like, you know what, I'm not going to let the opposition have a goal today.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah,
I'm not jinxing it, I'm saying it.
At the end of that half, Wolves probably should have done better with that last chance, but it is what it is. Who else are the 3 p.m. kickoffs? We know it's Burnley, Sheffield United, but I didn't
Brentford and Luton.
That's still 0-0.
0-0.
Oh, 1-0 to Brentford.
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Who scored?
Goals floating around.
Neil Maupay scored. And Rodriguez and Larsson for Burnley, who are 2-0 up. Much needed.
That's their first win, right?
Win.
Well, it's only half time, but they should win it.
Yeah. I think it is their first win.
No, it's not done yet, is it?
Well, we're 2-0 and Sheffield United got a red card. I mean, if they don't win that, then they might as well call it a day.
Mate, my fantasy league right now is struggling.
All right, kick off second half. Wolves are taking it and we move. Long ball over the top.
Come on, Arsenal.
Nice, isn't he? No more moments, no subs half
I hope
time.
he had a
as
nice
expected.
espresso at half time. Yeah.
Just wake
Maybe
up.
pinging around the pitch.
I think that's the issue though. Like a few of our
His
players are just-
concentration levels were
yeah,
wavering a little
lose
bit.
a bit of concentration.
Maybe it was too easy for him, I don't know. But nice cup of hot espresso should sort that out.
But you want to keep warm in these conditions as well.
Yeah.
Surely. You want to keep moving. You want
Yeah,
to keep going.
this temperature is like peak injury temperature, so it's important.
Nice. That's a nice touch from Trossard there.
Yeah, it's like if we haven't yet mentioned, it's really cold at the moment.
Oh, beautiful Saka.
He's taking the absolute biscuit.
Unlucky. Tommy recycles, nice.
But what was definitely nice to see in the first half was there was a lot of players, in the box finally, whereas a lot of the games recently, they haven't always been up there.
Yeah, you're right.
They've been quite sparse. Whereas there was, a decent amount up there.
I want to see more of that as well.
Yeah, 100% I want to see more of it.
Because we find a good balance in this game in terms of being solid enough to avoid any chances
Yeah.
against
Oh,
us.
what a ball! Oh, lovely. Oh, unlucky. They're so deep though, Wolves. They're literally like camped on there.
Because they're being pushed back.
It's almost
Well,
like they're not
pressing
going to
them,
bother
that's why.
trying to
Oh,
score
lovely,
now. They
Rice.
just don't want to concede again.
Yeah, because that's the thing,
Damage
we're really, really
limitations.
pressing.
If we get a nice early goal again, second half, game's probably dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like Tambi said, it's 3. I mean, obviously 3 is better than 2, but it just helps you. It helps
We
you
definitely
relax.
need another goal in this game. The sooner the better.
Saka.
Oh, nice little ball.
Nice.
Oh, lovely.
Wow.
Saka in.
Played.
Handball?
Oh, that, yeah. Frank called it, but no one on the pitch did.
No one else did.
Frank, get in there.
Oh,
Declan Rice. Oh, what?
Ah, well, Jesus is looking at
There
the
is a
ref.
shout there though.
Jesus is looking at the ref. The defender's walking
There's a whistle.
away with
Hang on.
a face that looks
God,
like he
that
might be
is-
guilty.
But did you see his eye?
always
That's the same
looks
guy that was down.
guilty.
No, I'm not going to judge until I see what actually happened. You look.
Was he offside?
That's
I
not
don't know.
enough.
I don't know.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
It did look like he had his arm, but it
He
didn't
looked
look
like he was
like
offside.
He should have
Sorry.
attacked that. He's got to attack that.
He
a
has
bit more.
pulled the
He's
I mean,
holding
he
his
is
hand.
holding, he's
got
literally
pulling it.
holding
He's
his
holding his hand,
hand.
isn't it?
Do you think that's enough? I got to see. I got to see
He's
it.
holding his hand back.
Yeah, he's holding
Oh.
his hand.
Do you think that's enough for a penalty?
Was that enough though for him to hit the floor?
I guess it
They are
stops
checking.
the movement of him
It
trying
could
to
be a
head the
penalty though.
ball.
If you're holding somebody like that, I mean, look, we saw in the
Check complete, it's
Man
not been
City
given.
game.
No penalty.
I didn't think that was enough.
Yeah, I didn't think it was enough.
Well, that's a VAR decision that's gone in favour of Wolves, one of the only ones this season.
Maybe that's why. They have to give him one.
At least it's come like 2-0 up.
But I think that was the right decision.
What's going on?
How?
Is this
how does-
MMA or what?
What's that kept on?
They weren't even near
You're
the
an
ball.
MMA fan, was that?
Something like that. It reminds me of the clinches in boxing.
Which one was the better sport?
Huh?
Which one was the better?
UFC. UFC.
100%.
There's a good bare knuckle fight tonight, though.
Where's that down there?
Huh?
Down to Tollington.
Got it way too
Oh,
easy
look.
there.
Yeah, he slipped straight through.
Oh, we've got a break on here for
Rice is
Wolves,
there.
but Rice is covering. Ball in.
Ah, that's not really a good header by
It
Zinchenko.
wasn't.
though.
It wasn't. Huang just
I think he's been a
slices
little
that.
bit weak this game.
He's quite fortunate there to get away with that. don't
That's
you think?
3 real golden. I mean,
Look at
that's
that.
not
He
a
just
golden.
headed it. That was he almost provided
He's
an assist.
literally heading
Wow.
into the assist.
Nah, man, this man is.
Ben Mees made it 2-0 to Brentford against Luton. Sorry. So all fixtures now 2-0 to the home team. Arsenal, Brentford, and Burnley all up 2-0. Don't forget we've got Newcastle United as well at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
I say we, not that United have much to do with us or Newcastle right now, to be honest.
Anyone supporting Spurs tomorrow?
No,
I'm not supporting, but I want them to win.
I can't do it. You know, I can't
I want
do
to
it.
draw.
I
Best case scenario.
I want them to win. I don't.
no, I can't do it.
I mean, they're not going to, but yeah.
They have got a good record against Man City.
But not away from home.
yeah,
They've got got loads of players out as well right now.
Yeah.
I'll be very surprised if Ange does what
Oh,
Ange
what
does
a
against
ball
City.
from Declan. Oh,
Go on.
what another great ball.
Where's the support for him?
Slowly making the way.
Oh, God, loves
Unlucky. That was a ball by Odegaard, though.
crazy.
Drilled it.
But no, I'd like a draw. I think that's the one I'd want.
Nah, do
I'll
you know
take
what?
a draw, but I want Tottenham to.
Do you know
Take
what,
a
though?
0-0, no goal.
Yeah,
If Spurs were
agree.
to lose, I want it to be like 6-0. 6-7-0.
No, but that's bad for goal difference.
Yeah, then City's just.
I know, but you know, like some things just trump
It's just
an
worth
individual.
it.
Yeah, you just want to see them absolutely.
Yeah, he has a point. Some things, yeah, they
just-
But I
outweigh.
don't think that's
don't
that
they?
thing. I don't think it's just
Absolutely
giving City
muddied.
goal difference.
For me, they're ops.
Can we put a
Don't
poll in the
know.
chat about this and see what the chat thinks? What do the chat want to see tomorrow? Draw between City and Tottenham, Tottenham win, or City win? Those are the three options.
It's only 1 point. I want City to smoke them.
But this is City's
I think
hard run.
another loss for City though. They
6-0?
start questioning themselves though.
Yeah, this is
The
City's hard
impact
run.
that can have is actually a lot better for us longer
That'll
term.
be 3 losses in 40. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen, but that'll be 3 losses for them in 14 games. That's they have 3 across 38 usually.
Well, they've got Villa next, and we've got Villa
After
in
them.
2 games after that.
Both away.
Yeah,
After Luton.
because we've got Luton and then Aston Villa. They've got Villa next, so should be interesting to see if we can beat them and they maybe drop points against them. But
But it's been quite enjoyable because a lot of the other teams are dropping points. So it's just, I'm obviously working completely in our favour.
yeah,
But it's happening a lot. Like, they are dropping points a lot.
the problem is that near the end of the season we've got quite a hard finish to the end to the
Whoa.
season.
Good
Oh,
save.
save, Raya. Save.
I really have allowed him to do that, man.
That's a good save, though. That is a good save.
Well done, first foul. Thank you.
I love that with the ball.
You can't believe it.
That was not a foul at all, though. That wasn't a
It's
foul.
soft, isn't it? Well, they always get given though.
I like that from Saka.
Who was it here? Rice that got turned
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Ooh.
Got past him a bit too easy there, don't you think?
Yeah, it
Good
shouldn't have
save,
gone
though.
through the defenders.
I think slowly
You
but
say
surely.
good save, but if he scores from there, man, you got to have.
No, but you still listen. You could have biscuit hands like Onana, or you can say like he parried it away as well. Like he
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
just-
but what I'm saying is, if he gets beat on his near post like that, you're thinking, come on. Man.
Yeah, no, but
So, fair enough, it was a decent save, but we expect him to be making that all day long. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like-
no, I get
That's
it.
the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then though, you kind of question how did it even get to the point where he had to save that?
Well, this is it. Declan, as much as I love him, he got beat a little bit too easy there, to be honest. Still, it'll give Wolves a bit of confidence.
Yeah,
Is that the closest they've come so far, isn't it?
I'd say so.
Pretty much.
Well, that cross in the first half.
I think that's their first shot on target. Let me just double check.
Wow.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their first shot on target.
And hopefully the last.
Raya has slowly but surely built up a. Like obviously, to begin with, there was a lot of errors or concerning moments. But now, when you look back, he's made a fair few good saves for Arsenal as well this season.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I guess there's the reason why Arteta, kept him in.
Persistent, yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a sketchy game right now. It's not
Yeah,
really-
second half's been quite 50-50. It's nowhere near as confident as we looked first half.
Guess we've got to ride the wave
Yeah.
and then try and nick another one.
If we're conserving energy and then
Yeah.
we're going to bring out some fresh legs, that's fine. But I just don't think we should be making errors that allow us to concede.
Did you say Miles Lewis Skilly was on the bench?
He's on the
Yeah.
bench, yeah.
I'd
I don't think he'll come on, but
Good night. If you get like 3-0 up or something, just. You know,
I thought he'd come on in the Champions League game at like half time
Yeah.
when it was 5-0 and he didn't, but
Wolves here, but we've got enough man back. 4 against what? How many man we got there? 9 at the moment. Everyone back.
Yeah,
Wolves
fine.
entered. This is their 10 minutes though. We just got to make sure we don't no more shots on target.
Yeah.
I think this is the longest spell of possession they've had in the whole game.
Yeah.
But in a way, you kind of hope it knackers them out a bit.
No,
That's a bad
He
part.
Chan.
Very poor ball there.
If you're Wang, you've got to be so disappointed with that. Man. You made the run, and the guy goes and floats a ball over the top.
Especially when your
Nothing ball.
opportunities are limited, like you can't be wasting the ones you get.
Oh, that was.
Oh, come on, man.
Ball's
You
back
should
in
never
possession again.
What's going on there?
Looks like he pulled out.
Yeah, I don't like to say that, but Trossard looked like he didn't really fancy challenging for that, though.
But you know what though? Sometimes it's just unnecessary. Middle of the pitch, I know, but.
You say that, but what if they went on and scored?
Yeah, I
What
know,
would you
but
say?
it's not like we're in an urgent need to get another goal. Like, that's all I'm saying.
But
Like,
it'd be
I feel quite an urgent
Nice.
need to get a
I'm
goal.
with Turkey. I don't like to see that
I'm a bit
personally.
stressed.
I don't like to
2-0,
see
man.
that.
2-0. Listen, I saw.
Whether you're 2-0
I know,
up,
I
I
saw the
know, but
keeper.
admit you would be very comfortable if we were one more goal ahead.
it looked
Just
like
one more.
Trossard.
Yeah, his feet would be up.
Yeah, I feel a little bit on edge at the moment.
Trossard looked at that and thought, nah. He thought, nah, it's all right, man. You have that one.
I thought it was Jesus.
No, it was
Was it?
Jesus. It was
It was
Jesus.
Trossard?
It was Jesus. It was Jesus.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Maybe he's thinking about his injuries that he's had. He's thought, nah, allow that one. You can have that.
Manage your body, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Well, they say it's a discretion getting the better of valour on that occasion.
any update on that poll about tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Production, have you put the poll up? I can't see a poll in the chat.
Please.
These men are sleeping downstairs. Probably wondering what poll is he talking
Yeah.
about right now.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Arsenal in possession, Trossard outside the box.
True.
He's got quite a bit of
Yards
space
out.
there.
Oh.
But this is why I like Trossard, because he shoots from
don't
outside
mind
the box.
it, yeah.
I don't mind that.
And in a game like this, when we are 2-0 up, you
Yeah.
can afford to take chances.
How many times do we always say, even though Odegaard got 15 goals, shoot, like,
Yeah.
The
shoot.
two players that will do that are Rice and Trossard.
But that's what I'm saying. If we had a left 8,
That does that.
that does that. You're getting another shooter from outside the box. Like, I mean, I don't really put him in the levels some people do, but Szoboszlai, he shoots from outside the box. That's the kind of player that I want.
Odegaard will shoot, but not much from outside. the box.
That's what we need. We need someone who takes shots on, like Partey. I know he's erratic.
Who?
Partey.
Who's that?
I was thinking, what are you talking about? But
Yeah, we once had a player called Partey.
You're being too disingenuous to
It's
my
a shame what's happened.
to that guy. He's a great
He's been
player.
one of our better players.
Baldo says pulling that prevents injuries. Smart move by Jesus.
Yeah, listen, man. I mean, you know, as we said, discretion sometimes gets the better of valour.
And Jasper says Turkish is Grizz all good. Yep, spoken to Grizz. He's fine. And he'll be back on the Big Six next show.
What was up with him?
No, because we had FC24 last night and he didn't answer, so we were stuck
Shout
between
out
whether
to
he
Grizz.
fell asleep or.
I fell asleep.
No, we was kind of contemplating he might have been falling asleep. Has something happened? So,
Oh, he's all right.
yeah, he's all good. He's all
You
good.
got results from the poll.
Yeah, well, not results yet, but the poll currently stands at just over 1,000 votes. City win 23%, a draw 49%, and a Spurs win 28%. So a draw heavily favoured, followed by a Spurs win.
I don't know. I just can't root for Spurs like that. Seriously.
You're letting
So
your
you'd
feelings
want
get the
City
better
to
of
win?
you.
Yeah, I do.
So you don't even want to draw?
I want City to smoke them because
Okay.
maybe it's because I've got a
What,
few
Laurie, what
few
is
facts
that?
at
What is
stake.
the goal difference they get? Is the difference between
Yeah,
us
I
winning the
know
league
I'm
or not?
slightly contradictory, but I just can't imagine a world where
You're battling yourself. You've got like the devil and the
It's
angel.
a real conflict, man. Because I've got guys like Toby on my case every time. Every time the man's texting me, win, lose or draw. So if they beat City, he's going to be on my case for the whole week. Mind you, we beat City as well, so.
We're a better team.
Yeah, you should answer that question.
Yeah.
Laurie. Would you support?
Plus, if Highline Ange loses again.
But would you support? Would you support Spurs if Nketiah played with them for them?
Would you?
You know what? They should run a poll, right? Seriously, run a poll.
Well, hold on.
The answer is yes or no.
Technical staff,
Why
run a
can't you
poll.
answer the question?
Yeah,
How
wait,
many
where's the
times?
answer?
Oh, lovely.
Oh, heavy touch.
The answer is yes
it's
or
simple,
I'm
no.
yeah.
actually being serious. I want a poll run. How many times during the course of these watch-alongs, Turkish and Goonali mentioned Eddie and Kenny?
Right, you didn't even tell you out this, yeah?
Yeah. I get away smoothly, it's fine.
So should we take that as a yes? Because
Yeah, there was still no answer. You haven't said
What was
yes
the
or
question?
no.
What was the
would you
question?
support Spurs if Nketiah played for them?
How am I going to support Spurs?
Because you get your pom-poms out for it.
Some people do go via the players.
Yeah.
I don't
Listen,
know why, but some people
I
do.
advocate for Eddie whilst he's an Arsenal player. That's it.
Okay, so if you went to West Ham or any other team, you'd be like, okay,
Well, I wouldn't
He's-
really be
he's gone
mentioning his
to me.
name that much.
okay. So you're not a fanboy of him like
No,
that.
I'm not a fanboy of Eddie. no.
So you ain't got his teddy bear at home or anything. Like that.
Especially as I'm old enough to be his dad as well. That don't correlate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can still be a fan.
I just feel
You can still
it
be a fan.
incumbent.
Doesn't matter on the age.
I feel it incumbent to advocate for the guy because we've got so many naysayers on his case.
Okay. So
You like that though.
Oh,
You
no.
look at who doesn't get attention.
Oh,
and then-
lovely.
Oh, that's good. True.
Nice.
Nice,
No,
and
you
nice.
shoot.
Right, it's about 35 yards out.
You
Arsenal.
thought about it.
Yeah, he's like,
Team
"Ooh, can I
thinking
do
about
it? Can I do it?
Then he thought, nah.
Where's? Oh, it's there.
come on.
Nice, Saka. Kept it alive.
Yeah, their defense is on, isn't it?
Yeah, they're just so deep. They're literally just
Well, because I think it's don't get another,
Damage
don't let them
limitation,
get
no?
another goal.
damage limitation.
But even
Well,
I think the
I
first
was
two
just
goals
about
we,
to say,
we,
but
la-
for
we
us, I
ran
want to
around
see
with
some
it.
subs. now.
Yeah, no, we did. You're right.
It's a
Do
bit
you
too
guys,
early.
what do you feel
It's a
about
bit
it?
too
Subs?
early still.
Bring some subs on, man.
For us, lot.
For us. For us.
Who would
I
you
don't know,
bring
man.
on?
I don't know.
One goal against us and it's not.
Havertz for Trossard. Trossard's
bring
not
Eddie
really
on?
figured.
He wants to say it. But he doesn't.
I'm waiting. That's what I was looking at you.
You're right. You're right.
I asked you,
You're right.
so you can say yes or no. Do you want to bring Eddie on?
I was
Not,
looking at
not quite yet. Not quite yet.
But you do eventually.
But definitely, I want to see a
I
couple
want
of
Kai to
subs.
come on.
Listen, I wouldn't complain if he came on. Shake it up a bit, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Don't you think Jesus needs some minutes in his legs? He's missed a bit of football recently, you know.
Yeah,
Maybe he needs to
well,
rest them a bit.
He'll most certainly start against Luton, barring any injury. So why not give Eddie a little go? Why not?
Maybe not see one of the younger players that are on the bench or something
Reece
like that.
Nelson's also
Reece
on the bench.
Nelson,
Yeah, I like when Reece Nelson comes on.
he always brings a certain energy when he comes on the pitch.
Would you bring
But-
on for Saka or Martinelli?
Don't think
They
you
both
take
had
Saka
a really
off.
good game.
Saka's been man of the match so far today. I don't think too many people can
He
really
scored.
question that.
Yeah.
But
Although,
listen, man, I do like to see rotate. I like to see when subs come on, the energy that they bring, different style. You know what I mean? Why not? Why not?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'd reckon not yet, but probably quite soon.
But I also think the difference between a 2-0 and a 3-0 lead would also determine the types of subs you're bringing on. 'Cause-
Well, not really, because when we played an easier team on Wednesday, you would have thought that maybe one of the
yeah,
young,
that's the opposite, isn't it? Yeah, you would have brought the young ones on.
yeah,
that
you
much
would
of
have
a lead.
thought like we were 5-0 up, and he brought on. I mean, Reece Nelson, I thought was fine. Who
Go on,
else?
Martin.
Oh,
Lovely.
nice.
Go on.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice, go on.
Shoot.
he won't do it.
Shoot!
Rice.
Unlucky. Rice teed. I mean,
That's definitely a little
Odegaard teed.
gameplay
Yeah.
though, like him just teeing up, like
Yeah.
Odegaard teeing up. He needs to just.
But why
needs to
didn't
get
he
one
have a
of
go
them in.
there? Why didn't he go? It's on his
It's-
left foot.
Yeah,
I think it was a worse angle for him when
Yeah, it
Rice is
wasn't
running
such
in
great.
straight on.
Yeah, but it's on his favoured foot. though.
No, it went. Yeah.
See, but Rice had the space. Look, it went
Yeah,
through all
yeah,
those
that's true.
players.
That's true.
Yeah, they got Matt Doherty.
Coming up to 65 minutes played. No subs from Arsenal so far. Wolves have made a couple. Well, more than a couple with the goalkeeper coming off at in the first half.
Who else is on our bench? White.
Cedric.
I'll get that
Ah,
right.
look at him, man. Look, he's
Ramsdale.
so good.
I just don't think that's going to happen.
It's quite sad when you do look at the subs when you see Ramsdale's name on there. I
Well,
find
listen,
sometimes.
even going back to Tanvi's point she just made, like it is sad, but didn't
I don't think it's sad,
Didn't
you know. I
Arteta
don't think
say
it's sad.
I could bring in a keeper or half time? He hasn't done
He's
it.
not done that once.
Not once.
I don't think it's sad, to be honest.
What, to see Ramsdale's name on the subs list?
You know what it is? I feel a bit sorry for him, but at the end of the day, this football at the top level is ruthless. If you recall, when Ramsdale come to the club, Leno was the man in situ, and Leno was a good keeper for us. You know
No,
what
I know,
mean?
everyone goes back on that point, and that's the thing.
Yeah,
I
so
also think there's headlines, and maybe his dad has like made it into a bigger storyline than it is, because when you see Ramsdale training or when he's on the bench, like he seems in good spirits. So I don't know.
I don't know. Even with the dad thing, I didn't even have a problem with what his dad said to me.
Neither.
I just think
It's his son, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, let your
if it was my son, I'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'd have done the same
Parents
thing.
back with kids, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of understand it I mean, I'm not a parent yet, but I understand it.
Because it's not going to make a difference to Arteta's thinking, but at the same time,
Go on. Where's the
Decided to
runner? You
say.
need a runner outside. That's where Tomiyasu needs to learn how to take. He needed to just give him another option.
But he was there, he just wasn't that high. But
Yeah,
he
he
was
needs to go
there.
tiny
Eddie Nketiah is coming on, guys.
You manifested
Man, look at that
that.
smile on
See,
your
he
face.
heard
Your
you,
eyes
he
are
heard you.
glistening.
You see that? He heard
I
you.
have that effect.
in the words of expression, end the stream, babe.
No, but listen, I don't see no problem with that at all. And I'll tell you why. Because Jesus had a good game. He will start against Luton on Tuesday. You got a bench full of guys rearing to come on and do their thing. Let's see it, man.
No, I don't mind it.
I do think we need fresh legs, especially
Yeah.
Oh my
striker,
god,
if
you
he can get a goal.
so mind it.
I don't mind it.
He's like, I don't mind it.
I don't mind
I
it.
don't mind it.
As long as we don't, lose this game or lose points, I don't mind it. Because December's going to be hectic.
It is.
Yeah.
Luton, Villa, then we've got PSG
As we
away.
keep saying, it's a squad game. There's so many games, you know what I mean? We've got so many games coming up. The bench is important. Let's see them.
But it's funny how Havertz isn't now the first sub. He was before, but now he's not even the first
Yeah,
sub.
I would. To me, Trossard's not over-impressed today. I would make that switch too. What do you reckon?
How is that a yellow
really?
card?
That's soft.
He's not in my fantasy team, so
He's
I'm
in
not
mine.
that bothered, but-
First yellow card of the season
That's
for
not-
Saliba.
Mind you, that is a bit.
That's not a yellow though.
It's not yellow.
It's a
I don't
foul.
know, man. So I don't think.
No, it's not a yellow, man. It's a definite foul, but it's not a yellow card.
Yeah, it was all over.
It was at the
Trying to get
halfway
away.
line. Like, it's not.
Saliba didn't even complain. I mean,
Yeah, he
come on.
didn't.
But he also didn't need to do that.
Exactly.
He didn't, yeah.
Just got to be
Oh, well
careful
played.
now.
In front of him, man. Arsenal in possession in our own half.
This second half's been a bit flat, right?
But I think he strategically will pick, Trossard, Kai, Havertz, They're both showing up pretty well at the moment.
Kai will probably start against Luton.
Yeah, that's what
just
we said.
alternate them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's nice to be able to alternate.
I don't think Trossard's been bad today, so.
No, he's not.
I
He's
don't
not
think
been bad.
he
He's
should
just not
come on.
really made a sufficient impact on the game for me.
Ooh.
And can you see that's an
Played
interesting
right.
point, because sometimes when people haven't made an impact, let's say, that's when a lot of people are like, oh, they played so bad. But then again, it's not that they played bad, they just probably haven't
Exactly.
made an impact. But that was the whole thing with Kai Havertz at the very beginning, not even very beginning, up until the last few games, when a lot of people were very much like, he's been rubbish. It might not necessarily have been rubbish, he just hadn't been performing as much. That doesn't mean it's rubbish.
No, I agree. It's
Yeah, I think it was much of both, isn't it? Like, so
Well, I
he was
think
playing a little bit. We wanted a little bit more from him, but he wasn't
it's the
playing.
I think
point.
there's a bit more pressure now, obviously, because of the price tag
Yeah.
on him.
100%, but that was the whole thing. He
Yeah.
wasn't playing rubbish, but he wasn't also performing.
No, but
to the
I don't
highest
think he
standard
was.
at Kai Havertz
I
at
think
the-
he
for
was
the
playing
first
a bit
few.
rubbish, to be honest. And I was always like on his side. Like I think he needs time. I think he needs a bit more confidence. But I did think he did some bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple of games when he, let's be honest, he
Like
didn't cover
dribbles.
himself in glory. And then there were a few other games where you think, okay, you did all right. But
Yeah, I
really,
thought
He
that
has
people
gradually
were-
improved. Like you can
people were
see the
picking on him a little
improvement.
bit. They did the same thing to Mount as well. Like, just every single thing he did wrong, just compilations and madness like that. It was a bit extra.
He's dead as well, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's not been good. He's really not been good.
Game needs something though, like a chance
Does.
or.
Just a goal.
Maybe to mix up the taste a bit more now.
Eddie.
That's it.
Go on.
Laurie, you should have got up there, mate.
Go on, take him on. Take
Cross
him on.
it, cross it.
Gabby.
Unlucky.
Should have crossed that, man.
That's a nice touch though, Eddie. Polls done and 47% have gone for a draw. 26 for a Spurs win and 25 for a City win.
Come on, Spurs. Oh, Brentford 2-1 against Luton. Luton scored.
Burnley also lead 4-0 at Sheffield United.
Game done.
Jeez.
That's
Mad.
done.
Pleased for company, man. He needed a win, innit?
What do you mean? You pleased for another team?
I'm pleased for company.
Oh, you pleased for another team?
I'm an admirer of Vincent Company.
Oh, okay,
Player.
fair enough. So you follow managers now, yeah? Okay, fair enough.
Some managers more than others.
Okay. Do you know
I
him?
mean, it's hardly
Why-
going to be a threat to Arsenal, is it?
Why are you watching his happiness for? Huh?
What? It's hardly going to be a threat to us, is it? Burnley winning against Sheffield United.
Listen, yeah, we've gone there. We've looked. Well, they beat us at our ground before, so it's happened. It's happened. You never know.
No, because the reason why I say that as well, there was speculation. I didn't necessarily believe it, that if he didn't beat Sheffield United today, his job was on the line. You know what I mean? I think the Burnley chairman had to come out and issue a statement.
They're
When you
backing
get
him,
chairman coming out and making statements like that, that means there is pressure. You know what I mean? So,
I've heard they're backing him regardless of where they finish though. They believe in sticking with him for
they're
years.
definitely going down.
Yeah. I hear
Yes.
that they think they'll bounce straight back up with him though
Yeah, I
because
think
of the
that's the
Parachutes.
get that parachute payment and then
Sheffield United are going down as well. They're bad.
yeah, they're
I don't want to see them back up again in my life.
Yeah, never,
Tired of
never ever.
good defending
Bring
there.
Sheffield Wednesday back, man. That's Premier League heritage.
Yeah. Do you know? But
No, but
Bolton,
Sheffield United are actually a bigger club than Wednesday.
Yeah, I grew up on Sheffield Wednesday and
old school Bolton with Kevin Nolan, Kevin Davies,
Jokai Evan, that
Middlesbrough,
Giannini, or
Junior,
Ravanelli,
Mark Viduka.
Harry.
Ravanelli.
Yeah, those are the days. Blackburn, Pedersen.
Tugai.
Hey, listen, like, people won't remember.
They won't.
Old school.
Oh man, come on, man. Let's
Need something.
ramp it up.
Yeah.
Come on, manager, get some subs on. Let's put some energy in this game. Look at that.
Do you think the subs will make a difference, or do you think they're
I
just
think
coasting?
one thing about subs is like the likes of Reece Nelson and one or two others. They come on, they give you a bit of energy. You can see them literally calling for the ball. Give me the ball. Let me try and do something to impress the manager and the fans. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing, they've come
what
on
subs
to make
give
a
you.
point. They've come on to show that they will be a sub to help the game.
And when I say subs, I don't mean Jorginho is just going to come and just, you know what I mean?
But he
level things.
But you know what? I'll be honest. I think Arteta might think, you know what? I just want to see the game out. No injuries.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
keep the game calm. Don't give the ball
Yeah,
away.
I get that, but
Jorginho's the perfect player.
yeah. Right.
I'd like to-
For me, if I see
Reece Nelson
Jorginho come
though.
on in this game, I don't know about you lot, but I'm like, really? Attacking substitutions.
But if he makes those, I'm just devil's advocate. If he brings in those attacking substitutions and then they lose the ball, counter attack.
Yeah, I hear that.
You know, like I know football's an entertainment, but for Arteta, he just wants to eat the
course.
easiest game going.
I absolutely
So-
accept that.
Secure the win.
Yeah,
3
he doesn't
points.
care.
Speaking
about.
from a purely selfish point of view, I want
Yeah.
to
You
see
want
this
to watch an
go on
exciting game?
Good for me,
or
don't listen
like
to you
get
then.
some goals, 4-0,
Good for me,
5.
don't want to listen to you then. Yeah.
This is why it's
Too
good.
far,
I'm
too
not the
far.
manager. I don't get, you know what I mean? But even you got to agree, this half's been flat.
It has
Yeah,
been,
it
but
has.
listen, we are fans, we're paying fans, we're fans that are watching the game for pure enjoyment. But from the manager's point of view, this is
Yeah.
like
No, I get
happiness
it.
to him.
I get it.
He's thinking, do you know what? They're not creating nothing. We're not giving nothing away. We're not doing any stupid decisions or moves. I'm getting to rest my star striker.
Yeah.
I'm getting to rest some of
No,
my...
he's on.
But then there's that question
Stop
of
that.
would you rather
He came on.
Yeah.
The star
But
striker.
there's the question of would you rather it be a flat game but we get the get the win and we get the safe 3 points, or is it an electrifying game where we don't know
Look off the
we're going to score till the
Yeah,
end?
that came off the post.
Nah, Saka. That was over.
Yeah, I don't think it hit the
No,
post.
no, it
I
went
don't
over the
think
post.
it did.
Didn't
That
it come
would have
off the crossbar?
No,
The fact it came off the back.
Great effort from Saka.
What's a great?
And I like that he's had the confidence, Saka, but
25 yards out or so,
Yeah.
just over.
See, that was
So
the best
many
moment
like
of this
that.
half so far.
yeah. If we can keep that momentum up.
But you look at that Brentford Luton game. Listen, we're not watching it, so we don't know. But I'm sure Brentford have had the majority of the ball, majority of the chances.
Yeah.
They may have brought on a few striker or like attacking sub, and now it's 2-1, and it makes it nervy.
And then you're sitting through the next 20 minutes,
And listen,
I agree with
Arteta learned from his mistakes. We were battering Nottingham
he
Forest.
does.
We had all the possession, and then it was 2-1 in a flash.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, all I'm saying is we can't have everything our own way. Like, I mean, as I said, if you had your own way, you'd be playing in Ketia.
It's now
He is.
5-0 to Burnley.
5-0.
Well, yeah, he had, but I mean, he would have.
He would have started.
He would have made him captain.
He's starting every game.
Literally.
It is 5-0 to Burnley, and it is now 3-1 to Brentford as well.
I've got some bad news for everybody. Weather-wise, apparently there's going to be a snow blast going to hit the country starting from tomorrow. So
I love
wrap up.
snow.
Well,
And then the weatherman during the watch-along.
Yeah, why are you checking the weather? You got bored.
I just got an alert on my phone.
what you
I'm
shall
bored,
say,
I'm gonna go
I'll tell
check
you.
Also, I thought it was going to be bad news, like something to do with Arsenal, like a player.
What you should do is you can show everyone your Mother Hubbard socks you got on. And when you
Havertz is coming on.
when you walked in,
Your boy's coming
Oh,
on.
for Martinelli.
Yes.
Havertz on for Martinelli.
When you walked in, you had your thick gloves on, and I said, "How did you get here?" He said, "I drove." I said, "Why are you wearing gloves when you're driving?"
It's still cold in a car.
sometimes.
That is crazy.
I've got 3 layers on today right now.
I have 2 pairs of socks on. My feet are still
Look,
cold.
Tom Yasu down on the floor. That's not good.
Half.
So what are you telling me for?
Because you want to just make subs.
Well, if he's injured, he's got to come off, innit?
No, I'm saying in general, like, listen, that's why you don't make subs too early, because you never know what could have happened. You just want to see the game out with no injuries.
See the game out. Come on.
I hope he's not in trouble there, though.
Then Mike putting his shirt on, Tommy down, so it does look like this
Yeah,
sub is
quicker than we
getting made right
anticipated
now.
as well.
That's not good news, actually.
Yeah, it's not.
Couple games in, and that doesn't look good.
I'm actually tired of seeing him on the floor like that.
It's not a good look, is it?
Because the thing is with him, he takes a couple of games to get up and running, and he's not someone who jumps in and just hits the ground running.
Saka.
That being said, I think I saw a stat the other day where they said at this stage of the season there's more injuries in the Premier League across all the teams than there was last season and the season before.
Why do you think that is the serious question? Because I've seen it as well. Why are there so many injuries?
I
the
think
amount of
partly
games, the intensity, just the sheer
I think it's the extra
physicality of the
time.
Premier League.
Because this season, the extra time has been almost doubled. So you've
Yeah,
got to
that
think
could
about
be a
every single
factor.
week, players are playing like nearly 10 more minutes than they used to every week. I think that accumulates.
I mean, even though we moan about our injuries, you look
No,
at
you're
some
right,
of the
it's
other
across the
clubs,
board.
they've had way worse than we've had.
Yeah.
So
Or it might just be a coincidence.
Tottenham, to name but one, Newcastle another one.
That's annoying about Tommy as well, because that's a muscular. That's weeks out probably.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know that yet.
It could just be like a calf
Necessarily.
cramp. It could just be the weather.
And it is
causing
so
a cramp.
cold out there.
Yeah.
So it looks to be a calf injury. They didn't say anything specifically about cramp, but the suspicion that it's something to do with his calf. And thankfully, he's been able to walk off, but still doesn't look very good having to come off in the first place.
When you go down by yourself like that as well.
That was poor.
I was Kai that lost it, people, just so you know.
Was it?
You have to mention it, don't you?
I just want people to know, so
No, it's important to know.
just in case I get any messages.
Yeah, from who?
Yeah, from who indeed.
You're not going to do any full-time shows today, are you? I saw you.
When I popped on the full-time show the other day. I know. I got home and was like, that's the first thing I had to do.
That is too funny.
James was giggling the whole way through. They both knew as soon as my face
Set me up.
appeared.
I'm getting set up on the streams.
That is way
I'm getting set up.
too funny.
Well, I was given the question about Kai, and I was like, actually Turkish, while I'm here talking about Kai Havertz.
See, fans, there's a chance for you to speak. There's not a chance for you to ask me what I think. Yeah, I'm telling you what I think here.
really and truly Turkish, he was trying to just insinuate that you shouldn't be talking about it because, you know, he's making sure that you saw that Havertz.
Yeah, I know it's what he's doing.
Yeah.
So you're
It wasn't about
match report
everyone.
includes-
No, it was indirectly to me. I'm very aware.
He should have just said your name.
I know, but I would have been like 4th on the list today. No, I'm aware. He just doesn't want another gif of Kai Havertz dancing on his phone. By the way, they're great.
One is enough.
You type Kai Havertz's name into WhatsApp in the memes, and there's some great ones of dancing.
Dancing?
Yeah. Proper like dancing and stuff. I don't know where you've got
German
do
folk
it,
dancing.
do it. There's quite a few to pick from.
It's not break dancing. It's a
No,
German,
it's
German
kind of
folk
like
dancing.
shuffles, and I think that, what's that one called? I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, go on, pass it forward.
Yeah, some good ones.
Is he playing, what is he playing up? 4-4-2, is that what we're doing? You changed?
It looks like it.
Yeah, it looks quite traditional, this formation.
We're stronger than that.
I don't
Like
think he's
Arteta
been
gets
that
the
good
ball.
today, Trossard.
I don't think he's been particularly good, but I also don't think he's been particularly bad.
And I've never liked Trossard off the left, really, though. He's not a winger for me.
I thought you were starting with I've never really liked Trossard.
Oh, no.
I was gonna be
Listen, I really like Trossard. Really like Trossard. I think he's such a good player. He's a good player, man. He's a good player.
No, he is, yeah.
He's a good player.
Laurie's thinking something.
Yeah, you're like, really?
He's trying to muster up something, yeah.
Yeah,
And you know what?
there was his face.
I won't say it, but I
smile.
know what he was going to say as well. And he can't say I know what he was going to say.
No, it's just. Yeah.
82 minutes gone, or coming up to 82 minutes gone. People hit the like button.
nice.
Oh, did he win it? Who was that? Was that?
Right, Trossard! Finish! Oh, you've got a score! So have you!
Just get it in!
Who won that back though? Havertz. That's a foul.
That's a foul, surely?
Yeah, I think it was Havertz.
How?
Did you see that? It was Havertz.
Yeah, so
Listen, the get back.
Now they're on a fast break.
Trossard should be burying that though, man. The touch he took in front of the defender was just all
I
wrong.
think that's indicative of the game he's had today so far. Oh, good save.
I gotta
But
say.
we just need some killers in up front, man. Some finishers. We need some real.
Like who, do you think?
I mean, look, we should probably just talk about the ones that we already know. Like Osherman's been linked loosely. You know, there was that rumor about Charles Watt saying that their agent was at the training ground a few months back. Tony, he's been linked. There was the final striker. He looks quite good. I don't know much about him.
That's a great bit of skill by Odegaard there to put Trossard.
I don't know. I mean, Trossard. Tony, he looks good, but I don't know £100 million if he's worth that.
Nah, never, man.
Don't think he's worth that money. So
Never.
And he's what, 27, 28?
But if Havertz is worth 65, then
He's
doesn't-
24
he's
years
not,
old.
though. But he's not. That's
You can't let that be the
that
defining
logic has
point.
ruined football. Do you know what I mean? Because
No,
like,
but I'm just giving you some rationale as to why Brentford would be asking for that much.
Someone's
for
been
Tony.
booked.
Who's got that?
Not Mikel.
Someone on the
No,
touchline.
someone else.
someone got a yellow near Mikel. Oh,
Carlos.
One of them.
Carlos.
Does he do the set pieces, that guy?
What did he get that for?
Over.
Some kind of dissent. Ramsdale thinks it's funny.
Who would you guys go for?
Osherman.
He's 150, 100.
I don't care. Osherman or Mbappe.
I don't think he's worth 150, 130 at all. I don't.
No one's worth the value that these clubs put on them anymore because it's gone out the
It's all
window.
just inflated now.
Yeah,
No, because
one's
I think Mbappe's worth whatever you are. They ask.
No,
I do. I think he's worth.
I think
he's
he
worth
is.
200 million pounds, man. He is.
no, why?
He is, man. He's just that good. He is.
But why?
Let's be honest, any player you're
Wasn't-
worth as
wasn't
much as
Cristiano-
another
Respectfully,
team's
I
prepared to
agree
pay.
with
No, I tell you what. I think £100 million for Declan Rice was just bang on.
But why though? Because other teams have been turned over for similar fees. That doesn't mean he's worth it. Listen, let's use Cristiano Ronaldo to Real Madrid as the metric and tell me if any of these men are worth what they're going for now.
No, but surely
none of them.
market,
£80 million
None of them.
then.
football
It's
is like
just-
any other industry. Market forces dictate. You're only worth as much as somebody's prepared to pay for you.
Yeah.
Supply and demand.
What I'm saying is, if Havertz is worth 65 million to Arsenal, Brentford could quite easily look at it and say, you know what, if you're paying £65 million for a non-scoring midfielder, we're giving you a 20 goal a season striker, which you need, 100 mil.
Who would you go for? Who would you go for?
Mbappe.
No, like.
Don't laugh. That's
No, I'm
bang
saying,
on.
I don't think it's-
we need to stop laughing
I
about
don't think
that.
that's funny.
100%. Go
I'm
for it.
laughing because I'm not laughing in a joking way. I'm laughing because it's like, no, that's seriously
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
I know.
But at the same time, would you pay 200 million? Because I would.
Zinchenko.
This guy.
Zinchenko again.
Oh, no.
Zinchenko
Zinny.
again.
And I put him in my freaking. I took him off on my fantasy league.
2-1, Zinny give the ball away again.
Do we have any stats on like how many balls Zinchenko has given away this game?
This guy's
Tough
so.
one
Quite a
for
niche
Frank.
stat,
Yeah,
I know.
Frank, I don't know
Sorry
if you can
if it
find that one out, but
Yeah, I should be able to get that
Tambi's
one.
put you to task.
Sorry.
This is ridiculous, man.
He's really.
I just feel like he's
Yeah.
made some really bad decisions.
I think
this
he needs
game.
to be stood down for the next game. You know?
But you know what pisses me off about Zinny probably the most? You see when, I don't know, it was about 10 minutes ago, there was a moment where the team was talking and then Zinny came over, put his arm
Yeah,
around
I
Odegaard
saw that.
and told Gabriel this.
Yeah.
Fuck all of that now, bro.
But did you notice as well?
You're not the guy because you can't
Yeah.
be doing that and then being the one to give away the ball all
But
the time.
did you notice as well that when he did that, Odegaard was right next to him?
Yeah,
and Odegaard
like,
just let him
Zinny
do it. I
allow it,
thought-
man. Allow it. You just focus, my brother.
Friendly
because
reminder that I predicted 2-1.
And this is
Yeah, you did.
ridiculous,
2-1,
though.
but-
But the
it
thing
has
is,
been
though,
so
right?
far, I'd say
Yeah.
bang on.
The thing is, right? This is stupid. This is actually so stupid because now he's literally just put so much pressure on the team for the
Yeah.
last 6-7
Maybe
minutes.
This is
10
what we were
minutes
saying,
with the
innit?
extra time.
Yeah, it will be, yeah, you're right.
And he's made so many mistakes. And this is where stats kind of get like just don't prove because he would get an assist, but he's given the ball
Yeah.
away so
But also,
many
and
times.
also, if it wasn't this goal, it would have been the 3-4 previous times he
Yeah.
made the error. So it's not just been like a one-off this game.
So that obviously officially goes down as an error leading to goal for Zinchenko. In terms
Oh,
of
it
the
clearly
amount of
was.
times he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball a total of 6 times in this one game.
6
I
times.
guess that's the
6
thing, if you
times,
keep
but they were
making the
6
same
pretty
mistake
crucial times.
over
A
and
couple
over
of those
again.
in the first half were close
Yeah.
to
You
goals
get crucified for
or
it in the
goal
end.
attempts.
That is so poor, man. That should
Go
have
on,
been
look at the
We can
space,
get
man.
another
Look at the
goal.
space.
Finish that.
Oh, you're missing an open
Listen,
goal.
go talk to your guy.
Laurie, chat to your boy, bro.
Open
Oh, no, here we
goal.
go,
There is
look.
no excuse for that.
You
I'm
should have
sorry,
scored that.
there is no excuse.
There's
You should have scored
That is
that.
your bread and butter.
No, he knows. He knows.
No, listen, I said it straight away. He's got to score that.
Yeah.
That's poor.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, God.
Imagine if they went down the other end and got an equaliser now.
He knows I predicted 3-1. He's just didn't want to put it in the back of the net.
I
It
predicted
was
Yeah, he didn't
against
want
you.
to
It
do
was personally.
He also heard you.
I'm going to get
He
so
watches
much
Forever
stick.
Arsenal, like Tanvi. I big up Tanvi though. I see you watch Forever Arsenal, yeah?
Yeah, I got it was on my
Top
Spotify rap. Yeah,
podcast,
yeah.
I respect that.
I'm
man.
really
Appreciate
disappointed in Eddie.
That. Gotta get you on one day though.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, time.
It was an open goal. I'm
I mean,
really
to be
sorry.
fair, he's hit the post, so it wasn't like it was a terrible, terrible miss.
And he was going for corners, so the keeper wouldn't
So,
save it. I get that.
even so,
you should be,
much
you
he
should be
should
scoring
be
those goals.
scoring that.
That is poor, man. That is.
Especially when it's a 2-1, like that can really
Exactly.
just solidify the win for us.
Yeah, but we have hit the post so much today. It's
See,
exhausting.
the thing is, as well, right? It's like those kind of strikers that you know they're not good because you've got all the time in the world and you still can't
It's a
score.
corner.
Well, because he rushes, he gets the ball.
No,
and
but
rushes
also if you're
in.
going to do one job as a striker, it's to score a goal like that.
That's
Like,
how
that's
you
your
know
one
he's not
job.
a good striker. You've got all the time in the world and you still can't score.
You're a
I'm
half
sorry,
guy.
mate.
All the time in the world.
He was left. he had the bloody.
You're making it look like, you know what I mean, he was just sat at the far
Would
post.
you,
Yeah.
would you have scored that?
I would have scored 110%. I would have. It's easy. That's all he practices every
Yeah,
single
that's
day.
his
Come
one
on.
job.
Ball in, headed out.
It was
Come on, man.
disappointing
Another
to
corner
see
for
him not
Arsenal.
take that chance.
89 minutes gone, so we'll find
And
out.
he's a
how
much. You know what? And to look, give Eddie
Added
credit.
on
He's a
time.
much better
5
finisher
extra
than that.
minutes.
Yeah.
That's poor, man.
Probably in it.
Yeah, about 5. I think 7 to stretch.
Yeah,
What,
there hasn't
extra
been.
time?
There
Five
hasn't
extra
been.
minutes.
Have
much.
there been, well, the Tomiyasu
Tomiyasu.
injury?
Yeah, that's
Takes the gloss off of like just such a calm day at the office. Like just takes the gloss off.
But we do like to make it a little bit tricky for ourselves.
Oh, Eddie. Oh, he took one square in the face there. Looks like.
Aye.
Is this a break
Get
on?
back.
Eddie's.
Get back.
Arteta's
Have to
losing
get on the
it.
pitch.
Wonder what happens if he just comes
That's
and
what I was thinking.
slide
though.
tackles the
I was
guy.
thinking.
He takes out a player. Would you get a red card?
No, he
That
would
would, be
definitely-
that would be an immediate red card.
Yeah, fuck it.
It might be worth it.
Ben White, come on.
Arsenal fan Doherty. He's done the rounds, isn't he? He went from Wolves to Tottenham to Atletico Madrid, now back to Wolves.
Now back, yeah.
Burnley's match is finished 5-0.
That's solid.
Don't do that.
Ball in,
no
headed
way.
out.
Get up.
Oh, what is going on?
Get
No,
up.
now
man.
we're
Well,
just
they're
making life
panicking. That's
difficult.
what's going on.
There's nothing there. I don't think there's nothing to worry about. I think he's just.
Oh, the guy on the ground? No.
Yeah.
He just went down. How many minutes?
6
was it?
additional minutes.
6 minutes. I don't know where they found that.
You did
but
say 5 to 7, didn't you? Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so they just went with the average.
I think it's like they also do 1 minute per sub or something like that.
There's no way that guy's still on the floor, though. Surely he just got up. How
See,
the
6
hell?
minutes at a scoreline like this feels like 20 minutes.
I literally was like, yeah, like.
But this is what you know what you described about the Forest game. This
Yeah,
is the same
exactly
thing.
that. I went from saying, did we feel like Man City from a few years ago? Look at that!
No.
Aye, Gabriel,
Well, it's
well
handball
fucking
shouts as well.
defended. Nah, it looked like he
my
chested
God.
that, man.
Why am I still feeling stressed?
Because Wolves are pressing us and we're panicking.
Go on. Inside!
Come on.
Inside! Pass!
Pass it.
Speed it up.
Saka, man, what are
that
you
was
doing,
poor,
bro?
Saka.
That is a poor pass.
That is a poor.
Jorginho,
give
this
us
is
a
why I
foul
said
to Arsenal.
Jorginho, bring him on.
They are
This is
checking
why.
this on VAR.
Don't.
Oh, not in extra
Please,
time
no.
as well.
What are they checking though? I don't get
I think
it.
there was a handball call.
It's check complete. It's well, it's not. It's not a penalty, but
Shame.
Oh, yeah, cool.
it's the
It's
chest.
chest.
It's off the knee into the chest.
This is so crazy. We were so chilled.
It's like we've been 2 different teams in the
Yeah.
first and second half.
But you know, I can give a little bit of allowance because fine, we've not been attacking, but it's
bring it
fine.
off.
Kiwior and Jorginho.
Kiwior,
Yeah,
so
that's fine.
Zinchenko will come off for Kiwior. Jorginho probably.
I think
Odegaard,
right, and I'm not.
Trossard.
I don't want to
Trossard.
over criticise a player,
Yeah.
but I think there's a case for Zinchenko taking a rest for the loop.
Well, the joke of it is now we've got no Tommy. We've got to play him. If he's out,
What about
because-
Kiwior though?
but I don't know if he's done it enough to trust him to start to play.
Well, this is why I was saying. Do you remember I said,
I'm
how are you
hearing-
going to know if these guys think unless he's played them?
Saka's coming off.
Okay,
He looked
so
injured, I'm not going
Saka's
to lie.
one of the
He was on the
subs.
floor.
So he'll probably. So Zinchenko will go left mid or left mid.
Also, there's going to be a few more extra minutes. now.
Zinchenko does add a lot to us going forward.
does.
But defensively,
He just
man,
played
he's
really awfully.
not.
Because that assist he got
he's
in the
not
first
solid.
half was great, but
Yeah.
the defensive stuff, it leads. And listen, I would never do this, but you do get people saying the reason why we lost the league is because we drew against Liverpool. He got nutmegged against Trent when he crossed it over. So look, like I'm not gonna go that deep into it because I don't think he's to blame, but.
You imagine, right, in the first half, we were talking about 4s and 5s. Now here we are, 2-1, holding
Odegaard,
on
yeah.
against Wolves.
So Trossard has stayed on, surprisingly.
He's not covered himself in glory today.
Havertz is right wing.
Brentford game's finished 3-1 against Luton.
Did Mbembo score? Did he score?
Nah, he got an assist.
Okay, I'll take it.
Come on, Arsenal.
Oh, nice, good
One
header.
more goal.
Go in the corner, man. Just that's what. Well done, Eddie. Unlucky though, but good idea.
Oh,
No.
no, I'll be fine.
Back to the keeper. Yeah, that's a foul, ref. Take that.
Silly. Why would you do that?
That's
Is that
very.
the tall striker? Is that the tall striker they've got?
What, the 6 foot?
Is it? Can we give his name? Begins with K.
Because it's 6
Yeah.
or something.
Coach Lance says, this isn't Arteta. How many chances have these guys had to close this game
That's the
out?
thing,
Yeah,
think
no,
about how many chances we
Yeah, well, no
messed
one
up
said
in the
it,
first
yeah,
half.
No one's blamed Arteta.
No
We'd
one's
be
really something.
very comfortable right now if we'd scored even 1 or 2 of those.
Well, Jesus,
First half and second half.
should have scored 2 at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, he should.
We've had Saka could have got another goal.
Rice has taken 2 long
Trossard.
shots that went wide.
Eddie.
Nketiah, that's
Trossard.
5.
Yeah.
There was we
How
hit
many
the bar.
shots on... I'm sorry, Frank, I'm really giving you work.
No, it's fine. No worries. That's what
He's
I'm
like,
here
no,
for.
give me the word.
What do you want to know?
How many shots have we had and how many on target?
So, in terms of shot stats, we've had a total of 19 shots,
Oh my
6 on target.
Well, when it hits the post on the bar, it doesn't count. It doesn't.
That doesn't
Okay.
count, no.
And we've had, what, at least 4 hit?
19 shots, though, to score 2.
Come on, Trossard, get back. Come on.
94.5 minutes gone, 6 added on, but there's been subs in between, so I'm assuming 97 minutes will.
Yeah, they say.
Yeah, it
every
gets that itchy time where you never know
don't
when
know.
they're going to blow the whistle.
Come on, where's the pressure? Come on. We should not be here stressing like that, man. We shouldn't.
No, we should just have a comfortable 2 lead.
Good.
Wolves
Pressure.
into our half, out wide, our left, their right.
Good.
played.
Pressure.
Just keep pushing them back.
He is so tall, that guy.
Declan. Trilled in.
They're really pressing us, aren't they?
Well,
They'll try
they're
and
just
hit the
they're
big man.
literally waiting for the right time to
Well, yeah,
take
They'll
their
try and hit the
chance.
big man.
Yeah.
So
Because they're like, we can do this now.
But they also won't allow us to get the ball to get one up.
Oh, that's a
Well
good
done,
block.
Eddie.
Well done.
Okay, so we're 20 seconds away from
that's a poor ball.
should be the end.
If I'm Gary O'Neill, I'm
There'll be, I think
raging
it'll be
at
more
that.
than 20 seconds because of the
Yeah,
sub.
yeah, no, it should be the end.
Yeah.
So it's probably another minute or two.
You can understand
Oh,
Gary.
these minutes feel like hours.
Yeah,
Honestly.
they do, don't they? It's like when you're doing a plank.
It's the 6 played.
Even Arteta's like everyone just
Yeah,
calm
everyone
down.
relax. Deep breaths, everyone.
Come on.
Deep breaths. Not that stressed?
We're into
We
added
just need to
time and
clear
added
it
time.
to the other end and just
Yes.
let the ball
Clear
go.
it, get it to the
This
end.
should be it now. This should be it.
Nice.
Come on, ref.
Blow the whistle, ref.
I reckon they'll give a few more minutes because of those
Yeah.
changes in the
No,
added time.
100%.
Goodness.
There's the big
Oh,
man.
no. Get
Blow the
rid.
whistle.
Oh God, it's
Raya.
Raya.
Oh, thank
well done,
God,
Raya.
Well
Raya.
played. Caught by Raya.
He'll just stay there
Yeah,
for
just
a bit.
lie
He's
down.
gonna chill
Just
out.
don't get up.
He'll chill out.
Even he deserves a clean sheet today.
Yeah, do you know what? He's been put in a couple really stressful situations and he stayed very strong.
Yeah, it's disappointing, man, from the team point of view.
Yeah, even though we've won, I feel like now we have so many criticisms, especially second half, like things we need to improve on.
I like that you said that. The whistle hasn't even blown. You said even though
Okay,
we've
yeah,
won.
sorry. I take that back.
No, don't take it back. Don't take it
Well
back.
played, Eddie.
Aye, that
That's
was
not
played,
bad.
Eddie.
It's got out of play. Still no whistle.
Surely,
This is surely
the
gonna be
whistle
the
last. Blow the
needs to
whistle now.
blow.
This will be the last play,
Like-
surely.
Deep a minute and a half in.
We are in the
Arteta is on the.
Eighth
Arteta is on the pitch.
minute of 6 added on.
The crowd are
That's we're
really
in the
getting
8th
onto
minute
the
of
ref.
6 added on.
No, this is taking them. Oh, that's
Yeah.
good
You can
defending.
hear
There
You can
needs
hear
to
the
be a
crowd.
whistle now.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
Fine,
it,
it's
surely
a
that's
foul.
it.
That must be it now.
Surely that's it.
Arsenal free kick, 98
It's going to go
minutes
to
on the clock.
98. Yeah.
He's tall, that guy, man.
But
so tall.
it looks like his
He
job
looks
done.
so tall. He actually looks so tall.
He is. How tall is he? Like 6'7"?
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever he is, he's a giant.
As soon as this goes in
it's-
the air,
yeah,
I'm
it's-
expecting
Look at him
Yeah.
compared to Havertz.
Yeah.
And Havertz is
And Havertz is tall, isn't he?
Yeah, Havertz is one of our
3,
tallest.
4,
6'3".
Oh, 6'3".
and he just looks so much taller than me.
I can feel the cold. I think it's
Pass
not. I think I'm
Surely
nervous.
it's-
There we
blow
go,
it.
that's it.
Come on, just blow the whistle now.
Oh, referee, man.
Still hands
He's
by his
not.
side.
Just
He's not even. Oh,
No.
here we go. Here we go.
There we go.
There we go, come on.
Lovely.
3 points.
nicely done.
I'm giving it a slow clap, not a quick clap. 'Cause that was
No,
stressful.
best way to
looks
start the
stressed.
weekend, man. 3 points. A bit of stress there at the end, but Wolves didn't really create anything after their goal, which was handed.
It was
not handed
gifted.
to them.
That was what was disappointing about
It
it.
was a good finish. It was a good,
Yeah,
the
but
chance was
the
gifted,
play
but
was
yeah,
gifted, right? I mean, Zinchenko just allowed the ball to be taken off his foot.
We made that game so much harder for ourselves than it needed to be.
But other than that, your predictions pretty much bang
Oh,
on.
yeah, I
A
got a
comfortable
right
2-1 win.
prediction, yeah.
It was comfortable for 89
And then I
minutes.
said we make an error last minute and they get a goal.
So yeah, well done, Tanvi. Prediction bang on. What did you make of it, Odo? Who's your man of the match?
Probably Saka. I want to say Saka.
Yeah.
I think he did his job, played really well throughout, consistency. I don't know who else I would say really.
Laurie, who's the standout for you?
Saka, without any shadow of a doubt, I thought he was really good the whole game. First half, he was brilliant. Yeah, you know what I'm going to say though? Like,
Is Eddie?
apart from Saka,
Who else?
Martinelli was really good. Wasn't too many standouts, but we were obviously the much better team. So it's one of them. I've got to say, I don't want to come across hypercritical, but second half, man, we were flat, and I couldn't understand it. Because you'd have
100%.
thought we got a platform from which to really kick on, and you know what I mean. We didn't, which is a little bit disappointing. But listen,
Man of the match is a hard one for me, man. I'm going to pass it on to you lot. And we've got 2 Sakas here.
I do think Saka's probably the standout. Reason why I would say first half I thought everyone was good, but in the second half he had the first shot in the 70th minute or whatever. But I thought Tomiyasu was quite close to getting man of the match as well. So I would probably say one of those two. But listen, Saka scored with his weak foot again, so I'll give it to Saka.
3 Sakas, tally full house, or?
I think but I also want to throw Martinelli in the mix as well because I think he had a decent game as well. So it's probably torn between those two. I also actually with Tomiyasu as well, but probably Saka for this one.
We can enjoy the rest of the football this weekend now. Top of the league by what, 4 points is it now?
As of
4
now,
points.
yes.
4 points at the moment. Obviously, City got a game in hand. Tottenham tomorrow. Super Sunday. Who's Liverpool got? Fulham at home. Should be light work for them. But we'll enjoy the rest of the weekend. Luton coming up. I mean, would you not change anything up? There was a talk at the start about how.
Yeah, you know what? I might be tempted to sit Zinchenko down for this game because the last couple of defensive performances from him have not been stellar. So why not switch it up a bit? You know what I mean? But apart from that,
on Tommy, but
you could make a case as well that Trossard wasn't good today. Right?
Yeah, I was going to say I'd probably start Havertz instead of
probably
Trossard,
start Havertz, especially given his greater physicality as well.
Havertz
You're going to need that against
Trossard.
Luton.
Zinni potentially out for Kivior. I mean, would you make any changes at Luton?
Probably, the obvious one you said. I think obviously Tomiyasu is probably going to be out for maybe a couple of weeks, couple of games. So I think the obvious one would be Ben White, but I would probably stick to the same team.
Yeah, so would
I wouldn't change it. I think too many changes in a game, in another game would just be a bit weird for me. But as I said, I trust the players. I do. I think anyone you bring in, I'm not that fussed about negatively.
Yeah, I didn't even give my man of the match. Saka deserves a shout. Tommy definitely deserves. I think Odegaard had one of his better games in a little while. Created a few chances, 2 1-on-1s in the second half. Trossard and both of them were Odegaard chances created, right?
Yeah.
Trossard,
I thought actually just to add on Jesus in the first half. I think we forget how good he was.
Moments ago.
And even
those
Rice,
moments.
I feel like Rice played again. He's always been consistent. I think
he's just his bar's already high, so it's like it's hard to. He's probably been the man of the match the most times in the league this season, not just at Arsenal, if I'm not mistaken. But solid all-round people. We got a lot of shots for Tomiyasu, a lot of shots for Odegaard too. Saka gets a few. Not many impressed with Eddie. Not many impressed with Zinchenko. But listen, we got the 3 points. That's the main thing. We kicked off the weekend when we're looking at the top 3-4 teams, and we've got 3 points. We're 4 points clear at the moment. Man City play Tottenham tomorrow. Liverpool play Fulham. So we'll sit back and enjoy the rest of the weekend and the rest of the football, and we'll move on to game week 15. Luton coming up in midweek. Obviously, we'll do the previews, box to boxes, all of that. So make sure you subscribe, put the notification bell on, and before we round it up and leave it with the Frank, big up Laurie, big up Gunali, Tanvi, and Talia. Don't worry. I was thinking, should I say Robbie this time? But I
was going to say thank you so much, James. It's
so
been great.
Don't worry, James will be back in the scene next time. If you miss James, he'll be back next time, I'm sure. But hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, put the notification bell on. Love for the love people. We're at, and I'll pass it over to the Frank to round up.
Full time, Arsenal 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Whew, we can breathe. That was a really, really, really scary end to that second half. But we've got the 3 points, and I can sing it now. We are top of the league. Say, we are top of the league. So, ahead of the games tomorrow, the big one, Manchester City versus Spurs, we are now 4 points clear at the top of the table. 10 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss. 29 goals scored, 11 conceded. Let's take a look at the stats from that game overall. Only 56% possession. A lot of that has to do with the second half, of course. 19 shots, only 6 on target. And when you look at that, we really should have scored more goals, and that definitely would have helped us in the second half because it was a lot more shaky. Wolves really started to get into the game. Obviously, when Cunha scored that goal, we just seemed to panic a little bit. So I'm glad that is over. If we look at the passes as well, 612 passes attempted, 540 completed. So all that matters is that we've got the 3 points today. We've got 2 more Premier League games coming up this afternoon. Forest versus Everton in about 20 minutes time, and then the big one tonight, Newcastle United versus Manchester United at the 8 o'clock kickoff. But guys, that is it from us. We've got the fan cams coming up next, so make sure to stay tuned for those. We've also got Fan Zone coming up shortly, and that is like I said, it's coming up very soon. So stay tuned. I've been Frank. I will see you guys soon. Peace.